Hi, I'm Agent Simon Irv Pro with CRSF. What is CRSF? We're the Cleanup and Restoration Special Forces.
Hoorah!
We're ServPro's first responders to your property's disaster.
Admit it, you're no good at handling disaster alone.
Like when you got dumped in high school by Janet Fillmore. She married three-time world champion yodeler Jovan Bovic. With the Janet disaster, you didn't have a team. Now, you have a team. Elite ServPro operatives, highly trained in disaster cleanup and restoration. If it's fire damage, Agent Fred Iyer. From burnt to unburnt, he does that. But oh wait, it's water. Boom, Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge. But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation. And finally, Agent Smith. He's in charge of restoring your property to its original state. So if you sprung a leak, lit your curtains on fire, or your insulation looks like week old bagels, call ServPro.
In southwestern and south central North Dakota, on any given day at any given moment, a Dakota Community Bank and Trust customer is logging in or signing on to do their online or mobile banking. We believe that community banking can blend both the past with down-home customer service in-house and the future with modern banking conveniences and technology for our customers anywhere, like here or here, all while honoring our long-standing tradition of community-first oriented banking here at Dakota Community Bank and Trust.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Good evening, basketball fans. I'm Chuck Clairmont alongside my longtime broadcast partner, Todd Domres. I'm in training mode today. Another PSP broadcast doubleheader where we have the Minot Magicians and the Majettes traveling down Interstate 83, down across the Missouri River into Mandan High School Gymnasium, where the Minot Majettes and Magicians will take on the Mandan Braves. We got a special tonight as Minot has been on a roll, the Minot girls. That's the first game tonight. We'll talk about that as bring my broadcast partners here in their second as Minot comes in tonight. They're 4-1. Actually, they're ranked number 1 in the latest poll, which is December 28th. Mandan's 2-2 overall, 0-2 in the conference. They are not receiving votes. So Minot comes in number 1, but they lost their last game on New Year's Eve, December 31st against Legacy. They were knocked off 73-72. A couple free throws by Alyssa Eckroth got that victory, and Mandan's coming off a holiday tournament where they played Wayzata, Minnesota, and Holy Family. They split. They lost to Wayzata 67-25, then defeated Holy Family 75-59. I bring my broadcast partner, TD, and this as we are welcome you guys all into the Shields pregame show, where Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. Shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. TD, Minot comes into this a little bit, they were flying high, averaging 100 points a game, and then they ran into that Legacy glass slipper. It seems like how many times Legacy's knocked teams off, and there's no game too big for the Sabres, and they played right alongside Minot the entire game. It was a great game. I watched that one. The call is Scott Woodmansey and Joe Cattell had that one, and Minot comes into this maybe a little bit tripped up, but Mandan might be a perfect team for the taking.
And I don't know if that really necessarily surprises a lot of people that follow the WDA very closely, because Legacy's had some big wins on that home court, and Jim Petrick and that team has historically had success against Century there when Century had dominating teams. Now Minot got a number 1 team. They go into Legacy and lose, so Legacy's legit. I mean, they haven't lost. They're undefeated for a reason, and I believe that that was a mild surprise, but I don't think that was a ginormous surprise for that contest on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so either. As we bring in the girls' basketball standings, you talked about Legacy and Bismarck leading at 5-0, and Century right behind them in the conference at 3-0, although they lost a couple to some tough Minnesota teams. Minot right behind them at 4-1, then St. Mary's 2-2, Jamestown and Dickinson at 1-3, and then Mandan 0-1 in the conference. Watford City, Turtle Mountain, and Williston will round out that girls' basketball standings. And so, when you look at those standings, and we don't have the poll as far as on a graphic, but the poll right now, Minot has the December 28th poll. Minot had all 16 votes. Century was 2, Davies was 3, Red River was 4, and West Fargo was 5. Legacy was getting votes. Where do you see that falling, Todd, in the next poll? It's going to come out probably later this week.
I think you're going to have Legacy, Century, and Minot in the top 5. I don't think there's any doubt about that. I don't know who's going to fall out of it, but that's how I predict. Obviously, there's still some things that could shake out tonight that could impact that. But based on the last week, since the last poll came out last Wednesday, right before the holidays, I think you're going to have 3 WDA teams securely in that top 5.
Yeah, I would think so too. And we'll see how I vote. Century, they're sitting number 2 right now. They could easily be number 1, and then Minot could be 2 or 3, depending on where that falls between Minot and Legacy in the 2 and 3 slot.
I think the other thing as you see those standings there, Chuck, that stands out for me is how much depth we have in the West this year, when your consensus number 1 team and the defending state champions are currently in 4th place in the conference. Now, legitimately, it's very early, and there's undefeated teams that they're not all going to run the gamut and be undefeated at the end of the year. But Bismarck's very good, Legacy's very good, Century's very good, Minot's very good, and St. Mary's has had some moments where they have played well. So it's a region that it's going to be fun to see how this thing shakes out.
Yeah, I think so too, and I haven't got a chance to see Bismarck yet. Big game for Bismarck elsewhere going on this week is Bismarck plays Century today. So you have literally one in 1A, I guess. Century's maybe a half game back because they have 2 less wins. But ultimately, that's a big game going on tonight. Dickinson plays, excuse me. Dickinson plays Williston, and then Legacy at St. Mary's. So we'll see if we can effort some scores of those along the way. We'll take our first break in the Shields pregame. When we come back, we'll talk about each of these teams. The Mandan Braves, the elephant in the room for the Braves, and then we'll talk about Minot and how this Minot Magicians team's doing. You're listening to High School Basketball on the PSP Network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Back in the Shields pregame show, Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domres, and Trevor Haas, our cameraman. We appreciate Trevor, and last time we saw him was before the New Year, so Happy New Year to you, Trevor. He's listening intently next to us here. And so, TD, before one thing I'm going to do before we're going to check into the team, let's just kind of take a look. We'll take the standings down, and let's see what's this week's on tap. As tonight's games, we also have a doubleheader going on in hockey as girls and boys hockey. So Nick's on the call on both of those, Nick Holberg. That's 5 o'clock. That was underway. The puck drop there. The boys will be tonight at 7:30. Tomorrow we got the Scotty K show, and as well as the Jordan Wilhelm podcast. And then Thursday there's boys wrestling, Jamestown at Minot. And then Friday we got a triple header action, if you want to call it that, as we got a double header girls basketball with Mandan goes over to Legacy. Scott Woodmanson and I will have that call, 6 and 7:45. And then there's also a boys basketball game with Bismarck High and Minot. Then Saturday, well, we keep going. Every day we got something going on. Girls hockey, as I don't even know who that is, TD.
The Spruans.
The Spruans, whoever that is.
Shanley and South.
Okay, the Spruans, I get it. Spruans take on Minot. Wow, that's original, right? And then the girls basketball game where Bismarck High takes on Minot. Minot, as you know, they alternate dates for their girls and boys. They don't do double headers. And then a boys hockey game, Davies will take on Minot. So that's on the boys side. So that's what we have on tap for you this week. So let's take a look at these teams. TD, this week, let's look at Mandan first, as they're the home team. It's a Mandan team where I think you got to address it right away. Mandan, they were preseason pick number 5 in WDA, number 10 overall in the Hoopster preseason poll, and ultimately I think they had some kids lined up. Maya Sheldon, Jaden Weiss back from her injury, Harper Harris, Haley Markle, Emma Bogner, Gustafson, and McKenna Johnson. No McKenna Johnson tonight.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. We're not going to get into a whole bunch of details on it, but she is, I'm not going to say quit the team, but she's not with the team right now. And so I think there's still some things sorted out there. I'm sure if people follow girls basketball in WDA, you probably heard of bazillion things in the rumor mill and whatnot, but there is dialogue still ongoing. And you know, there is a window that says that she could return to the Mandan Braves, but as of right now, she has missed the last 3 games. She played the first 2 games of the season for the Mandan Braves. She misses the last 2 and tonight, so that's 3 games that she is, in essence, missing. And we'll see how this plays out from here. I guess the thing that comes to mind for me is this is a young gal that's a sophomore and, you know, very talented, a second-team All-State or All-WDA, and she was kind of the core and the nucleus of the team. And so how do you replace a kid like that? And it just is an unfortunate and a sad situation to see how that potentially is played out. So hopefully it works out for the best for her, the team, the school, and everybody involved with the Mandan girls basketball program. So, but yeah, it's a bit of an elephant right now. How do you replace the core of your team. And so I think what you're seeing the last couple of games as I dug into the box scores is you got a lot of underclassmen that are coming into the mix here. And so we're going to see a whole bunch of freshmen. And you know what? That's what Minot's got is freshmen that are the core of the team. So this is going to be like a 9th grade game tonight. But obviously a lot of talent probably sways the scale a little bit to the Minot Majettes.
And it's going to take on your leaders of Mandan to step up. Maya Sheldon, the 5'9" senior, one of the few seniors on this basketball team. Danny Hale will see some time as well. She's a 5'7" senior, but it's going to be those seniors, and I know Jaden Wiest is a captain, one of the captains that the kids picked. So it's going to take a lot from those leaders. And the good thing for Mandan is they got a couple games under their belt without McKenna, so we'll see how that turns out today. And then we turn our attention over to Minot. And where do you start and where do you end from Minot? The youth program, you talked about that, Todd, coming off that big championship last year where they lost a Century 3 times, knocked them off, stopped that 50-game winning streak, and they were kind of on a roll until Legacy tripped them up. They were super confident. I mean, have you ever heard 100 points a game being scored by a team? Still 96.2 points. That's not bad. This team is still loaded. Talk to us about this Minot team and how many kids, how deep these guys can go.
Well, obviously it starts with your 2 returning All-Staters in Maggie Fricke and Lily Bell, both second-team All-Staters, and so those 2 are going to combine and get you about 35 points a night, and that was last year's pace. They're way above that this year. So Lily Bell is just putting up some phenomenal numbers to start the season, 21 points a game. Maggie Fricke's averaging 15 a night. So, but hey, the talent doesn't stop with those 2. It's still a team that doesn't have a lot of seniors, I'll say. You got Maya Aguilar in the starting 5 and Tori Height, who's playing exceptionally well to start the season. She's had some huge games, including the Sport Clips MVP the night we covered them. They played St. Mary's when she knocked down 3 seemingly from everywhere. So the gal that I think is kind of the glue, though, is Avery Lundy, an all-WDA performer as a freshman. Now she's a junior, and she's kind of taken a different role and has accepted the fact that, hey, wait a minute, we got girls that can score the basketball, and so I'm going to do some of the other things to help my team win, and that speaks a lot to me about the makeup of a team like the Majettes and why they are so successful.
Yeah, unselfish for sure, and I watched that Majette Legacy game, and there's so many weapons with Aguilar, and I mean, she's improved tremendously from last year, averaging almost 10 points a game, and Tori Height has just really stepped her game up as well. And so between Fricke and Lily Bell,
I'm glad you mentioned Maya Aguilar, because I think she is the stopper on the defensive end. She really gets it done defensively and causes problems for opponents, and she usually guards the other team's best player. And so, but the other thing I like about Minot is they extend and they kind of force you into where you don't want to be, and they almost take away certain parts of the floor and make you use your offhand and do some other things. So head coach Jason Swartz has been doing a nice job with the Majettes.
Yeah, he surely have. We are in our Shields pregame show, just getting ready for the national anthem as Minot Majettes at 4-1. They're taking on the Mandan Braves 2-2. Head coach Sean Henderson for Mandan in his 3rd year, and head coach Jason Schwartz, he's also in his 3rd year. This game last year, the series, Minot won 2 both games against Mandan, and before that it was all Mandan. So we're going to take our Shields pregame we're in right now, but we're going to take a national anthem break. I think that's what we're going to get going. So we'll take a national anthem break. When we come back, we'll get the starters going and get this game going. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
This broadcast on the PSP Network is proudly brought to you by
Here we go, where They get it into Doppler up the near side. 3, 2 second, 1 second. Doppler rises right wing 3. Bingo! Oh! Anthony Doppler wins it at the buzzer. Oh! Are you kidding me? He turns. He fires.
All right, that was a Shields pregame. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashion. Shields is dedicated to offering you the best retail experience. It's the Shields pregame show. We're going to roll right into the starters here. First for the visiting Minot Majettes. They will go like this. Maggie Fricke's a 5'8 freshman. Maya Aguilar, a 5'10 senior, the two guards. A lot of these girls are interchangeable, so really it's basically 5 starters nowadays. Avery Lundy, as we talked about her, just a junior. Seems like she should be a senior by now, as 5'9", a junior. And then Tori Height, the only senior in the starting lineup. I guess her and Maya Aguilar. Tori Height averaging 14 points a game with 16 threes. And then Lily Bell, the All-Stater, as she's averaging 20 points a game, just a freshman, and she's 6'2". For the Mandan Braves, they'll go like this. They come in at 2-2. Sean Henderson in his 3rd year. Maya Sheldon will be one senior at a guard, a 5'9" senior for her. Jaden Wiest back after an injury. We talked about that last year, 5'7" and a junior. Harper Harris also gets a start, a 5'10" sophomore. Haley Markle started last year, started again this year, 5'10" junior. And then Emma Bogner will get the start in the middle with McKenna Johnson out. She's 5'11", and she is a junior. So Mandan's got, let's see, a senior, 3 juniors, and a sophomore. And Minot goes 2 seniors, a junior, and 2 freshmen. Minot in their home whites, Minot in their road maroon uniforms.
And Chuck, one quick lineup change looks like for Mandan. Maya Sheldon not in the starting lineup, as you got Danny Hale, number 42.
Danny's a senior?
Yep, 5'7" senior in the starting 5 tonight. So a little change up there for Coach Henderson.
All right, tip goes to Lily Bell. Minot goes left to right. Mandan comes out man-to-man. Out high is Wiest. Wiest is guarding Tori Height. Height looked back door as ball gets out to Fricke now. Fricke is just hounded by Wiest inside. Drops it to Lily Bell. Wide open outside as Aguilar takes all kinds of time. Spins it up there, no good. Going to be tracked down by Wiest, but she's going to step out of bounds. They're going to call a foul, I think, Todd. An aggressive play by Tori Height.
Yeah, exactly, and good hustle by both teams. Jaden Wiest had a hand on that. I love that defensive intensity for Mandan, and you saw early that Lily Bell's not going to get opportunities one-on-one in the post. They ran a triple team at her that time, Chuck.
So right now we've got Harper Harris tried to go inside. He's going to throw it out. She tried to throw it to Harper Harris, or excuse me, to Jaden Wiest. It's going to go out of bounds. First turnover for Mandan. That's the thing too. I had that is Mandan, lots of turnovers coming into this year. That's this game. They're really going to have to stop that. Inside to Lundy. Lundy just spins and goes right down the lane against Danny Hale. I think Hale's going to get it. She does. Hale. That's Hale foul on her. First Mandan foul, but it was a shooting foul, so we're going to bring.
What I liked about Mandan on that, or excuse me, Minot on that possession, Chuck, is the spacing of the floor was very nice, and so that allowed Lundy to kind of do her thing from the top and have a lane to really attack the basket with.
Serve pro free throw. Both of them are good for Avery Lundy as she gets Minot on the board first as they lead 2-0. Just started 17-10 left in this first half as Wiest easily breaks the press and goes right down Broadway and scores on the right-handed spinner off the glass.
Yeah, not turning it over and finding offense for the Mandan Braves.
And you blink back the other way. Fricke rains a 3 from the right wing.
Speaking of offense, and that's dangerous if she gets going, Chuck. Just 8 of 30 from downtown to start the season, so a quiet shooting from downtown for Maggie Fricke.
Yeah, you don't see too many 15-foot runners, but that's what Jaden Wiest did on the left elbow. She hits it, and right back come the Minot Majettes. Going to be saved by Lundy. I think that's okay. Just saved in the backcourt. Oh, and they're going to say that is over and back, so that will be a turnover for Minot.
Yeah, I think the difference there, Chuck, is if that's a rebound tap out, that's okay, but the Majettes that time tracked it down, took possession, and then were falling out of bounds, and then threw it back, so it wasn't necessarily a rebound tap out into the backcourt.
The Braves lead 5-4 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. 16:30 to go here. Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domres. Minot in a little bit of a, just just a matchup zone right now is on the out of bounds. Now they're going to get themselves set up. Is going to be tapped out of bounds by Lundy. Lundy is just in the face of Mandan. 4 square out of bounds play. Nothing doing here. Right inside to Hale. Hale bounce pass. Or it's Bogner, excuse me. Now out to Harris. Harris, long 3-point attempt off the back iron. No good. Bell rips it down. She's going to bring it herself. This is everything that Bogner's got to handle this one. Nice bounce pass inside to Aguilar. Great call, TD, just bad pass.
Yeah, it was a little low, tough handle there for a post on the backside, but that's the versatility of Lily Bell. I mean, she gets a defensive rebound, and then she's 6'2" and is going to bring the basketball up.
Like quick hands by Aguilar. Weiss is saying, I got to get rid of the ball. And from behind her comes Tori Height and ties it up.
There was a little chum in the water right there as you saw the shark named Tori Height come from the weak side and said, oh, that ball's just hanging there for me. I'm going to go get it.
Weiss she's going to get her indoctrination tonight in pressure defense in the game there. That's Haley Markle, thrown away. Aguilar steals that one, turnover. Here comes Fricky down the left side. Jump stop, turn around, spin, off the glass and in.
A nice play. That's the thing about Mandan. If they're going to turn it over and allow the Majettes to get into transition tonight, that's going to spell problems for Mandan.
Quick transition, thrown away again. Boy, right now, Weiss has to slow her down. She's got things cranked up right now, and she's a little out of sorts.
You know, I don't see any timidness out of the Mandan 5 that's out there. I mean, they're coming to play defensively, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
Ball thrown in bounds to Hale, going to be stolen away by Fricky. 2-on-1 break, jump stop, and in against Markle. 9-4 Mandan.
Almost could have been an and one there too, as it looked like Haley Markle might have got a little body contact there.
And Weiss again almost loses it. Squares up, she's double teamed, throws it over to Markle in the corner. Crossover dribble now, just hounded by Tori Height. Left-handed wild shot. Bell with the rebound, she rips it down. She's got 2, she's pushing. Trailing the plays, Markle got to get back. There's Tori Height with the pink shoes. 3-point attempt is in.
Well, she has been money all season long from downtown. 17 made threes, and this is almost close to a timeout situation here. Mandan's going to have to regroup.
12-4, 14:45 left in this first half. Minot is on a roll right now. Is out to Markle. Markle, Fricky makes her go back to her left hand. In the corner to Harris. Harris just hands back to Markle. 8 seconds. Step back 3. Rolls it in from outside the arc for Markle.
Yeah, Haley Markle has been a quiet season shooting the 3, just 1 of 9.
That should be a turnover. That's good effort by Weiss. Kind of a little bit back at you from half court as Fricky's holding the nose. Think she's bleeding. She is not. The jump basketball will now go to Minot.
Frantic pace to start this one up, partner. I mean,
no doubt.
It's been the situation where Minot has got it locked into the defensive end, and Mandan probably thinks there's 7 Minot Majettes out there, some defensive sets.
So now Maya Sheldon, she checks in. You talked about that, Todd, where she did not start tonight. It started the last couple games. Now going to be a little ticky-tack foul on Emma Bogner as she tried to reach in on that switch.
That's a tough area for Bogner. She has to get out. You know, she's more of a, she wants to lean on you in the paint a little bit. Getting her out on the perimeter is a tough deal.
And McAllister, she checks in for Minot Mandan as well. That's going to be a turnover for Minot. That's one thing they had a lot of, Todd, against Legacy. Legacy forced a lot of turnovers for Minot. A couple early on there.
Well, and Minot didn't shoot the free throws very good against Legacy. I mean, that was probably the difference in the basketball game, that loss on New Year's Eve.
Aguilar will pick her up, man-to-man, three-quarter court all night. High pick by Bogner. Now Weiss down the lane, nobody picks her up. Oh, misses the easy deuce, but nice rebound inside by Bogner. She gets it back, rips it away from Bell, back out to Harris. Harris now to back inside to Bogner. Bogner goes left-handed spinner off the glass. Whoa, what a shot by Bogner.
Mark that one down, that's an early candidate for the move of the game.
That was impressive, 12-9. Mandan trails by 3, 13-30 in the first half. Nice pass inside, but tipped away by Harris. Now ripped away by Maya Sheldon. What do they call there? That was just they're going to call Bogner on the foul. That hurts because it was pretty much a ball on the ground. Everybody reaching for that one, Todd. Bogner's going to check out.
That's 2 on Emma Bogner, so.
And Maddie Schwind will come in. Schwind, she's a 5'11 freshman, so freshman, 8th grade, got them all. Wild throw inside by Presley Bennett, who checked in for Minot. That's her 4th turnover. Mandan pushes in the corner to McAllister. Back out to Sheldon. Crossover down the lane. Pulls up from the right-hander. Misses. Tip back out to Sheldon. Not a Harris. Way outside. And hey, she hits the back of the rim and in.
Wow, like Mandan, they're saying, you know what? We got 5, we got 10, we got 15 players that are still here. We're coming to play.
And look at Sheldon just busting all over Fricky inside. She dumps it out to Bell. Bell three-point attempt off the back iron, but Aguilar rebounds it. Back out to Fricky. Jump stop, three-pointer, right wing, in and out. Rebound by Bennett. Bennett back out to Lamore, who just checked in. That's a travel. That's got to be a travel. They're going to call a block.
I think that's unfortunate because, as you said, Chuck, I think that was going to turn into either a carrying, a travel, or some sort of violation, but then you got a bit of a hip check there, and that ends up being a foul on Harper Harris.
Harris will come out. Savannah Gustafson will check in. Gustafson, a 5'5" junior. Out of bounds play into Aguilar, right down the lane, and she catches it so strong. Off the glass and in for Aguilar.
Yeah, the quickness at the top, and then, as you said, the strength to finish that amongst some duress. Good play there by Aguilar.
Mandan takes the lead back at the 12:20 mark of the first, or Minot does, the 12:20 mark of the first half. In drives Gustafson back over to McAllister, and McAllister hits a three from the left baseline.
Boy, McAllister is just coming on like gangbusters. She's been the one that has really produced now with the opportunity given to her.
Mandan takes the lead 15-14 at the 12-minute mark. Oh, give and go to Fricky. Fricky loses that out of bounds. Another turnover. That's 5 for Minot.
And, you know, back to McAllister for a second, Chuck. Just a couple games played for her, and she's averaging almost 10 points a game now, and that's her 5th made 3 in 2 contests. And so, you know, this freshman kind of rotation that's coming in has been producing for Mandan.
Wiest behind the back, sets it up. Slows it down, hands it off to Sheldon now. Almost a little push out with that left hand. Gustafson back in the corner now to Jaden Wiest. Wiest with a three-point attempt, hit the front rim. Sheldon's going to track it down, throws it off the leg of Lundy, but Lundy grabs it, and then she's going to be fouled immediately by Maddie Schwint.
Yeah, that's the ones that, you know, freshman mistake, you call it, right? 90 feet from the basket, yeah. And then you commit a foul, and the foul's mounting here for the Braves. They got 5 team fouls to the Majettes 1.
Mandan subbing nonstop. Lamore gets shut off by McAllister. Now handoff to Tori Height, throwing it to nobody. The rise ball in the corner, I think that was intended for Presley Bennett.
I love the softball reference. The rise ball. I think that's exactly what that was, too.
Started low, TD, and it went high and kept going higher out of bounds.
You ever tried to hit a rise ball in fast pitch softball?
I haven't tried to hit any ball in fast pitch softball.
That's tough.
Outside to McAllister. Oh, blocked by the other 23, Tori Height. Nice job getting inside by Gustafson. Misses the running one-hander and ripped down by Lamore. 15-14. Braves lead by 1. 10:55 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Off the pick, easy 15-footer for Aguilar.
Aguilar just doesn't seem to get rattled, right? No. It's just cool as a cucumber and just says, all right, I'll slow this down, make my play.
4-point for Aguilar. Back to the other side. Wiest takes a long one. Gustafson tracks down the long rebound. She'll set it back up. Nice spin move down the right side. Bodied up. Good take by Wiest. Going to be a foul on Presley Bennett. Let's open up that right side. Let her go 1-on-1, Todd.
Yeah, how about that whole play? Wiest did such a good job of setting it up as she took a shot, got an offensive putback that they kicked out to her, took her time, went hard to her left, made the defense adjust, and then the quick spin back to her strong hand. Nice play for Wiest. And as you said, Chuck, in the pregame, she doesn't look kind of ill for wear here, just coming back, her 5th game here after missing a whole season from an ACL.
Yeah, hits the first one from the serve pull red line, misses the second one, 16-all, another tie. 10:30 left in this first half. In the corner, wide open is Tori Height. Height hits the back rim. That's going to be knocked out of bounds. Oh, they're going to call a foul. Boy, Mandan's not getting any benefit by the foul calls tonight. Call that on. I didn't hear him announce her as Kim-Amelia McAllister, or is it just Kimmy, or is it what? We're just going to call her McAllister till we hear differently.
Kim-Amelia.
Kim-Amelia?
Yep.
Okay. Out of bounds play. Presley has it over to Height. Height misses, doesn't take that one, goes driving in and she's going to get a blocking call on Sydney Gustafson. Gustafson is in the, I can't believe it, but it's going to be a 2-shot foul by Sydney Gustafson, or
yeah, I think,
against Gustafson.
I think Gustafson was there, but she didn't have defensive position, i.e. she wasn't squared up, right? She was kind of angled, but she was there, just didn't have enough time to get her body completely squared up.
Serve Pro free throw line, 24/7 emergency service, trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. Height hits the first one. She's got 4. Also, tonight's game brought to you by the UPS store, located in South Broadway in Minot. Open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 7, Saturday, 8:30 to 3. Height misses a second. 17-16, Minot up by 1. Just dripping to the 10-minute mark in this first half. Maya Sheldon looks to take the long 3, and then she's going to be just blocked big time by Lily Bell, but it goes right to Gustafson, and then Sheldon gets it back and hits a 3.
Boy, that's got to feel good. Your first made 3 of the season for the senior Maya Sheldon.
19-17, Braves take the lead back. Bell gets a rebound, and she's going to be fouled down low. And that missed shot by Fricky. Fricky, wide open look from the free throw line. She's not going to miss too many of those.
Anna Lyles got caught with her hand in the cookie jar there for the Mandan Braves. And, you know, this is the problem, I think, that is going to develop throughout the course of the game here. Bell at 6'2". Mandan doesn't really have any size to speak of, as, you know, you've already got Bogner in a bit of foul trouble, and Schwind, you know what I mean? They're the 5'11" gals, but after that, Mandan doesn't have anybody really over 5'9".
Yeah, and that's where Legacy with Brooklyn Felkley inside, she was a difference maker, and having that big body inside, I thought that was one of the keys to the game there, and that Legacy loss as Bell hits both of them, and then the ball gets inside to Sheldon. It's going to be tipped out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they called a it was either going to be out of bounds off of Mandan or an early shuffle of puppies.
Okay, so 3 turnovers for Mandan. I kind of looked up and looked through the computer. I guess I could call the game through the computer, TD, as they used to do during COVID. They ran a little high post play to Lundy. Lundy handed it off to Fricky. Now back out to Bell. Bell's bodied up in the corner. Now a pass over to Height. Whoa, that's brings rain, but knocks it down. Height, her second 3.
Yeah, 7 points for her, and that's got to be a missed assignment there, because that's the one gal for Minot that you cannot leave.
Now Height's got 2 threes now, and in the corner now, just checked in the basketball game, Sarah Helderop hits a 3.
5th made 3 already here in the first half for Mandan.
22 all halfway here through the first half. And then there's going to be
a missed shot on the other end, and you get Height crashing the offensive glass. Going to get called for on the back for the Minot Majettes.
I think that's 2 on Tori Height. That's who they called it on, Todd.
Yep.
So she'll come out. So will, I think that was Bennett who checks out. Aguilar back in, as is Lamore for Minot.
Okay, Chuck, 9 minutes to play first half. How much money would you have lost if you just said it would have been a tie game?
A lot.
Mandan and Minot here with, you know, midway through the first half.
I would have been down.
I would have lost
about 100.
Yeah, I would have.
For sure.
Yeah, I would have had at least about a 10-point spread already.
Exactly. Ticky-tack foul on the outside by Carew Lamore. Now tried to dump it inside, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by who just in there, Anna Lyles. Well, they've already played 11 people from the Mandan side.
Yeah, maybe sometimes, you know, coach, right now, I'm sure Henderson's trying to figure out a rotation, and you're trying to find a combination that works.
Lundy in that left wing, now up high to Lamore. She's got Helder up on her, now out to Aguilar. Aguilar down the lane, strong move again, just open things up for her, let her play man-to-man.
And the spacing and then the finishing ability, and how about that little hesitation right there by Maya Aguilar to free herself up?
Aguilar's got 6 points. Minot takes the lead back by 2, and now a little teardrop inside by Markle.
That was sweet play too. I mean, she said, all right, Aguilar, you got the best of me on the other end. I'm going to go right back at you.
Another tie. And tied many, many times. A 6th tie the first half already. Man, and just that pressure defense overplaying by Lyles. Now picked up inside by Markle. They're going to call a travel first. So Markle didn't get the charge, Todd, but I think it was her coming over when that help defense had created the turnover.
Coach Henderson was lobbying for a charge there, but they got the next best thing, for a traveling violation.
Jordan Josart, assistant coach, just got engaged, as did somebody else that we might know, Todd.
Oh, my future son-in-law is at the game right now.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Amber Domres engaged.
Yeah.
We congratulate her.
And the in-laws, Mike and Julie Vetter,
there you go.
In-laws to be, I guess you can call it, right?
Air ball by Harris, and Harris is not shooting the ball very well. 3 for 25 from outside the arc this year. Tie basketball game, 7:30 to go. Just keep yo-yo dribble by Bell. Bell rebounds it on her knees. Quick reversal over to Aguilar, and Aguilar did not get the 3 to go. Good rebound by Mandan. Out with the pushes, held her up. Nice two-person game inside. Basket good for Annie Lyles.
Anna Lyles just, I saw the sprint down the court, and now you get the sprint on the other end. Back and forth we go on a green flag run here. You saw Lyles sprinting on one end to get a layup, then you saw the return by Lily Bell, and she's as good as a post runner as you'll find in Class A girls basketball. So these two teams, no fear here about getting up and down the court, right, Chuck?
That's one thing that Legacy did against Minot too, is sometimes if you look at a team scoring 100 points a game, you're like, hey, let's slow it down. But boy, Legacy stayed right with them, and Mandan's doing the same tonight.
Well, and this is uncharacteristic, I would say, for Mandan, Chuck, is they average 53 a night, and here they are halfway and change through the first half, and they've already put 26 on the board.
Explosion, the threes Mandan's hitting as Lily Bell hits 2 from the Serve Pro red line. She will check out in the game now as Nevaeh Perez-Coleman checks in for the Majettes. 26 all, another tie game. 7 minutes to go on the BNC scoreboard in the first half, and almost a turnover. Harris got it back, and then she throws a two-handed ripper over the hand of Sarah Helderop. Harris is just, she got to slow things down right now. If you heard that name Harris, that's a popular Mandan name.
Yeah, her older sisters, Kennedy, Piper, played for Mandan High School. Her father, the former coach at Bismarck State College. So Harris has had a staple into the Mandan girls program for quite a while.
And there's more coming, I think, isn't there, TD?
Yeah, there is.
They got a brood. Inside the right-handed finish by Avery Lundy on a pocket pass. I think it was Aguilar with the pass. 4 now for Lundy as Minot takes a lead back 28-26. In the corner going to be tipped by Mandan. We're thrown right to Helderop, way outside. Oh, man, and Haley Markle is taken out by Avery Lundy. But, hey, you know what? She's as tough as Lundy is. She pops right back up and said, I'm okay.
That's saying something, too. I remember interviewing Avery Lundy last year, and she's got a black eye. She had a bloody nose and didn't even seem to faze her. She's like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. Left-handed dribble, reach in by Lundy. That's an easy call. Official was standing right there. Right? That's one of those you can make in Braille.
Yeah, back-to-back personals for Lundy. Picks up foul 1 and 2 in rapid succession.
6 team fouls, so nobody not in the bonus yet. Now blocked inside by Perez-Coleman, and it's going to force a tie-up. It's a good job by Schwind getting in there, forcing the tie-up. Mandan will keep it. Bennett will check back in. Avery will sit down with those 2 personal fouls.
Look at this lineup that Mandan has in there right now. I mean, freshman, and then you got Wiest as a junior and Markle.
It's thrown right inside to Lundy, or Bennett, sorry, as she was trying to get it to Schwind.
That's going to be 2 on Schwind.
I'm now going to go all the way the other way as we're in the 10-team fouls as Bennett will go to the line shooting 2. Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you by Planet Pizza. They're proudly serving the Magic City for over 25 years. The largest laser tag playground in the region, mouth-watering pizza and wings. The 30-inch galactic pizzas that are out of this world. Call and order now, 852-1700. Planet Pizza's out of this world. First shot, I'm assuming she missed, TD. Still 28-26.
Yep, no good. Bennett, a 62% free throw shooter on the season.
She hits the second one. So just her first point of the game as Minot now leads by 3. That might be their biggest lead of the game, 29-26. In the BNC Bank scoreboard, handoff to Harris, and Harris it goes off her leg.
And it is, Chuck, you're spot on. That's the largest lead of the contest for the Minot Majettes, and you just, as well as Mandan played, you just want to finish the half strong here and get to the break.
Stolen away by Wiest as Fricky was trying to do some nice dribbling. Double team now inside to McAllister for Mandan, just going to be taken away, and now quickly thrown upside up to Lamore. Lamore goes right down the middle, takes it against Markle. Markle's going to get her foul. That's her first personal foul. Going to go to the lane. The Serve Pro Red Zone, Match Point sponsor. I guess Match Point wouldn't be in, is that like a tennis sponsor or what? Is that Serve Pro?
Match Point, that would be volleyball.
Oh, there you go.
Yep.
Okay.
Your Serve Pro Match Point or Set Point, depending on what set you happen to be in.
So you used that a few times?
I did use that a few times, yeah. How about Lamore, obviously daughter of the first Mr. Basketball in North Dakota history. Juno Pintar and Chris Lamore shared that 1985 Mr. Basketball award.
It's my senior year, Fargo North and Newburgh.
Yep.
As Lamore gets 1 of 2, she's got 1 point now, and that lead now is to 4. 30-26 Minot leads on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Overplaying Weiss to go back to her left. Going to be tipped away and stolen by Fricke. Fricke almost loses the ball. Weiss tracks it down and saves it right to Fricke, though. Fricke goes down the lane, left-handed off the glass and in for Maggie Fricke. 9 points for the sophomore.
Good hustle by Fricke, number 1, but the better finish to go to the offhand and get her away from the defense.
Step back by Marco. Ooh, that's wide right. Somebody opened the door. Now inside to Harris. Harris down the lane, throws up a underhand scoop to the hoop and in for Harper Harris.
And good recognition by Helderop too, to know that she had nowhere to go in there in the trees. Just get it off to Harris and let her try to finish it.
32-28, Minot by 4. Right back they go outside to Bennett. Bennett 3-point attempt from the left wing. That's long. Tracked down by Lamore. Lamore's double team. That looked like a double dribble potentially. Inside to Lily Bell, who's wide open. She makes her first free throw, her first field goal attempt. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. We will take one as well. We're in a Hub International Insurance timeout. 34-28, Minot leads.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Back at the Mandan Gymnasium, Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domres, and our cameraman, Trevor Haas. Brendan Beater thinks he's doing our technician back in Minot. There's a lot more going on this year, TD. We used to be able to show up about 40 minutes before the game. Now we're here at 4 o'clock.
We've got a few more buttons to push.
We got a few more buttons to push. That's okay. It's all worth it because we can bring this live stream to everybody, and it's fun to do that. It's fun for us. As Mandan trails by 6, 4:25 in the first half. Almost stolen away. Weiss has it. Somebody's got to be open down low into Maya Sheldon, and she's blocked from behind by Bell right to Harris, and Harris uses the right-hander from 3 feet to close the score from 34-30.
Harris wanted to dribble that in, but then she said, I'm just going to shoot this little floater.
And then Lily Bell tries to go right down the lane, and Harper Harris jumps up and says, draw that foul.
It's the epitome of Harris looked like she wanted to drive in and get a charge on the other end, decided to just pull up and shoot the runner. Then she gets back on defense and then draws a charge on Lily Bell on almost the identical play.
Yeah, and Harper had been kind of going 100 miles an hour, so kind of caught her breath, and a couple good possessions here in the defense and offense. Harris has it, weaves her way inside, right down the lane and right-handed. Misses that one, but maybe rebounded by Aguilar. She's been quiet, 6 points, but she just does her thing, right? I mean, she is about the most, she's impressively unimpressive. I mean, that's a compliment that she just does her job and does it very, very well. Little weave outside, Lily Bell from the right wing. Can't leave her open. Back-to-back buckets by Lily Bell. Started slow, but now she's got 7.
12th made 3 on the season for Lily Bell. She's 6'2", folks, and can step out and knock down threes with the best of them.
A lot of looks for Lily Bell on the college side. Swinging around now as Mandan trails by 7, right down the middle of the lane. Misses down on the ground is Marco. It's going to be saved to Lundy. Lundy's going to push. Harris gives her a little body foul. You can see that one from up here. Harper Harris, that's 2. Take that back. Lily Bell has 9. Fricke and Bell has 9. They both have 9 to lead the Majettes.
10 team fouls on Mandan, so it'll be a double bonus the rest of the half for the Majettes. There's a little Rubbin's racing right there for Harper Harris, right?
What'd you call that?
Rubbin is racing, like the NASCAR. Like, Trevor knows what I'm talking
Okay. He's giving you the thumbs up. I haven't listened to that one. Rubbin is racing.
That's right.
Okay, hey, I missed that one.
Swapping a little paint on the way down the court. I
get it. Now I'm following you, TD. Avery Lundy hits the first one, misses his second one. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Bennett. 37-30 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. BNC National Bank, your life is busy. We'll make managing your money easy with locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank. Swatted away by Bell inside for Hale, who just checked back in the game. Now a quick reversal in the corner to Lyles. Lyles missed it, but double team down low with Aguilar, and Aguilar's going to throw it off the leg of Danny Hale.
That's a good double team there by Harris and Hale to kind of corral Minot, not let him get a fast break. And actually kind of a nifty play there by Aguilar. Just throw it off the foot and retain the possession for Minot High.
Stay tuned, fans, for halftime. As intermission sponsor is Premier Chiropractic. Left hand, or three-pointer from the left wing is no good by Bennett. That's going to be rebounded by Sarah Helderop. Double team to the corner. Hale crosses the timeline. Back out to Weiss now. Oh, that's from 27. Whoa! Knocks it down from just inside the 28-foot line.
Way downtown.
That was deep. 38-33 now. Minot, that lead cut to 5. 2:18 left in this first half. High pick by Bennett in a roll. Good help, but not good enough as Bennett gets the shot to go.
Just great feed there by Lily Bell and recognition by the Majettes.
Lead back to 7. 2 minutes left in the first half. Kick to the outside. Now a nice little Euro step and inside. Good for Anna Lyles.
I like this Anna Lyles, and I think Wiest and her have played a great first half here for Mandan.
That leads down to 5. 1:45 in the first half. Little casual dribble three-pointer. Harper Harris rips down the rebound. She pushes 2-on-2. Nobody picks her up. Then she throws the right-hander to nobody.
That was our second rise ball of the first half. I had it in my mind as soon as Harper was dribbling the ball, she's going coast to coast. So the thought process, I think, was good that, hey, wait, I'm not going to be able to get all the way to the basket, so I'm going to find a teammate, but just a little rambunctious with the kick out.
And she went by 3 different Minot Majettes, but it's a turnover nonetheless. In the corner to Height, inside to Bell. Now Bell, she's itchy trigger. She's gonna look like she's gonna take this one, TD. Inside, spins back to the right hand, off the glass, no good. Rebound ripped down by Harris. Oh, Lily got to come out. She missed. She's I don't know if she stepped on somebody's foot, but trail 3 by Wiest. She hits a back-to-back 3.
Way downtown.
Going to be a foul now by Sheldon. That is not a good foul, as the lead was cut to 2, 40-38. Under a minute to go, and then we're going to walk all the way to the other line with the clock stopped, and Jordan Josart's kind of saying, and the big Bell's down on the floor.
And
it's a tough call.
And Bell wanted to come out, right? You noted that she had gotten nicked up a little bit, and then Mandan fouls her from, 60, 70 feet from the basket, and now she's got to wait. And I guarantee you she wants to make this free throw because she wants to go collect herself.
I think she's tired.
Yeah, tired. And I think she dinged her hip a little bit on that.
Came down awkwardly. Serve pro free throw. Both of them are good as Bell will come out. She's limping a little bit. In now comes Nevaeh Perez-Coleman.
11 points in the first half for Lily Bell to pace the Majettes.
42-38, the Majettes lead by 4. The BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan Wiest back to the right side by Sheldon. Little yo-yo dribble now. I think she's going to call it. They're going to call a little ticky-tack block now on. Who is that going to call on? Perez Coleman? Yep, her first personal, but that's the 7th team foul now. So, hey fans, tonight's game's also brought to you by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. This bonus free throw is good by Sheldon. Roger Ward Moving and Storage has been proudly helping the region with their moving and storage needs since 1942. Find them online at rogermovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or find a quote. Free throw is no good, and that's going to be, I think, a travel on the other side, right? Yep. As big headman pass to Minot down to Perez Coleman. She could not corral it. Coleman made one of two, as I said, made the first one, got a chance to get two. Or no, Mandan did, sorry. Who shot that for Mandan, TD? What was I?
From the free throw line, it was Maya Sheldon got one of two.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Got too many things going.
How big would this be for Mandan to knock a three down here and go to the break tied up? 40? I guarantee you they would be stoked.
Oh, what a out of bounds play, and then thrown over the top of the basket, but Weiss steps in from out of bounds, and then she's going to get drilled by, I think that's going to be called on Sarah Helderop, her second personal foul. But it's going to be the 9th team foul, so a couple free throws to serve pull red zone. Hey fans, also this game's brought to you by Prestwich Orthodontics. She was shooting, excuse me, it wasn't a bonus free throw. Prestwich Orthodontics specializes in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Call 851-2646. 2 free throws, big ones were missed by Weiss. Those were big. Minot can take the last shot, I think 1 second difference, but Aguilar says, nope. I'm going to go to the other side, and I'm going to draw a foul against me because Sheldon is in the lane, draws the offensive charge.
Mandan, Chuck, they've given up 42 points here in the first half, but I like their approach defensively here. They have kind of, in some respects here, neutralized Fricke and Bell and have done a good job. That's a number of charges they've drawn here in the first half.
Well, we'll see if they can take the last shot of the first half as Weiss throws it off Lundy. Lundy is so good in anticipating. She read the passing, then just couldn't come up with a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one, too, with the Braves trailing by 3 with 9.4 seconds in the first half. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
42-39 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot leads the Braves. It's been a battle this whole first half. Lots of ties. 7 ties. Stay tuned, fans, for the Prestwich Chiropractic intermission. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Perry Becky Domres can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. That's going to be a hold by Aguilar. So Aguilar, Minot has a chance to shoot the last second shot, TD, of the first half, the last shot. And in the whole process, Aguilar now gets 2 personal fouls, 1 on the offensive side, and now a hold on a seemingly easy inbounds pass to Kim Amelia McAllister. Just going to call her McAllister.
Let's go with Kimmy McAllister.
Kimmy? Okay, yep. We're going to go on. I was thinking that in the beginning, TD.
She's got it stuck on automatic.
She makes them both. 1-point game. Minot leads by 1. They'll get the last shot. Aguilar, almost a carry inside to, or outside now to Fricke. Fricke goes down the lane, leans in, no good. And we are at the Premier Chiropractic intermission with Minot leading it 42-41. Premier Chiropractic focused on improving the health of Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Minot leads the Braves 42-41. We'll take an intermission break, and when we come back, we'll talk about the first half, tell you about what else is going on, and dig in the numbers. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
We're at the Premier Chiropractic intermission break, halftime break with Minot leading the Mandan Braves 42-41 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Whoa, what a first half we've had tonight, TD. Is not what we expected. We were expecting potential runaway with Minot coming off a big loss against Legacy and Mandan being without their second-team All-Stater McKenna Johnson. But, man, give credit to these pesky Mandan Braves, and they have played 11 in this first half, and they have all played very well.
I would love to have a microphone in the Mandan locker room right now to kind of hear what the conversation is going to be. I have a feeling it would sound something like this. Girls, way to go. Super proud of you. Yeah. You just played the #1 team in the state, the defending state champions, to a 1-point game at halftime. And so here's what we got to do in the second half. And I think if you're in the Jason Schwartz Minot locker room, you're probably saying, all right, girls, hey, we took their best shot. We're still ahead. Slow down a little bit. Let things come to you. But in some respects, Mandan sped Minot up. I know that sounds weird, but Mandan avoided the kamikaze turnovers that just result in easy baskets. And when Mandan got their half-court defense set, they had some success against Minot. Minot's success came in the first half by creating turnovers and getting out on the break. So if Mandan folks can avoid the turnovers in the second half, I have a feeling this thing's going to stay close throughout the game because the Mandan Braves came to play.
Yeah, they're shooting the ball very well as they've made 4, 5, 6, 7 threes in the first half. That's obviously the most threes they probably made all season and a half, and shooting the ball well, but part of it is because they're getting them to the middle of the lane and dishing out and having open looks from the wings and from the baseline. So just an extremely entertaining first half. One thing too, fans, got to talk about the game's also brought to you by Northern Plains Heating and Air. They have over 25 years of experience as your heating and air experts. As the factory authorized dealer for Aero Seal, there's no other choice to seal your heating and air game other than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Find them online at northern-plains.com. We're at halftime on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's Minot 42, Mandan 41. When we come back, Todd Domres will dig into the numbers. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Back at the halftime break, the intermission break, the Premier Chiropractic intermission break. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, and Dr. Becky Perry Domres. Go on to PremierChiropracticND.com, check them out. Halftime numbers, Minot leads Mandan 42-41. How do we get there, TD?
Entertaining first half, as you said a couple different times. Largest lead in the first half was 7 points. Minot led 37-30, and the Braves finished the half on an 11-5 run to close this thing to a 1-point game at the break. For the Majettes from Minot, they were led in the first half by the 11 points of Lily Bell. 6 for 6 from the charity stripe, knocked down a three-pointer as well. She's got a game-high 11 for the Majettes. Maggie Fricky right behind her. She got her 9 early. 6 points, check that, 7 points for Tori Height, 6 points for Maya Aguilar, 5 for Avery Lundy, 3 for Presley Bennett, and 1 for Carew Lamore. Added up, that's Minot's halftime total of 42. The Majettes, I beg your pardon, were 11 of 16 from the free throw line in the first half. So they didn't shoot the free throws very well against Legacy. They've turned the table on that tonight, 11 for 16 in the first half. For the Mandan Braves, an impressive first half for Sean Henderson's club, as they were led by the 11 points of Jaden Wiest. Knocked down a couple threes there in the late stages of that that first half, and she leads Mandan with 11, and then balanced scoring after that. You get 7 from Harper Harris in the first half. You get 5 apiece for McAllister and Haley Markle. You get 4 from Maya Sheldon and 4 from Anna Lyles. You get 3 from Sarah Helderop and 2 from Emma Bogner, and that's just an impressive first half for the Mandan Braves, led by their junior point guard Jaden Wiest with 11 points. Braves are 4 of 8 from the free throw line, and I just can't say enough good things about the intensity that Mandan came out with, and they did not back down 1 iota in that first half to the number 1 Minot Majettes.
Thanks, Todd. As you said, 11 points for Jaden Wiest leads them. 11 points for Lily Bell leads the Majettes. We are at halftime, 42-41. Minot leads the Mandan Braves. We come back, we'll have the second half action for you. High school basketball on the PSP Network.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one? Okay. I right, 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here. Let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
All right, back at Mandan Gymnasium, Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domres, and Trevor Haas, our camera guy, Brandon Beater, back at Minot.
Yeah, go ahead. We'll get those. I'll get that.
Get the intermission. That's our Premier Chiropractic intermissions all over.
I'll get her recalibrated here for you, partner. Couple games to update you on the BNC Bank scoreboard as other girls WDA action. You've got Legacy and St. Mary's at half. Legacy leads the Saints 33-24. And with 3 minutes left in the first half, Century on top of Bismarck High in the Demon Patriot rivalry game, 25-12. 3 minutes left in the first half there. So thanks to our colleague Scott Woodmansey for giving us those scoreboard updates.
Scott will join me at Legacy as this same Mandan Brave team plays Legacy on Friday. Second half is underway as Mandan's in man-to-man. Hale, Weiss, good help on the weak side by Harper Harris. Markle and Bogner for Mandan. Minot will get that. Hand off to Markle. Markle dribble drive against Height. We haven't heard much from her offensively. Will fly by Lundy in the corner now, wide open is Weiss. She doesn't take it, takes too much time. Goes in the lane, left-handed teardrop, no good, but weak side rebound goes to Lily Bell, quickly out to Height. She pushes, jump stop, trail by Aguilar, spinning three-pointer, nothing but net for her.
It's been the neutralizer here, 9 points, an early start here to the second half for the Majettes.
She is so smooth on that trail play. Harris, three-point attempt, that's a long one off the glass, no good. Long rebound, Aguilar on the high school hideout, but a bad pass by Maggie Fricke. 10 turnovers in the first half from the Majettes. They start out with one here in the second half.
Let's put some of this into context, Chuck. You know, we had a chance at halftime to look up. Mandan's about a 30% free throw shooting or a three-point shooting team. They've made 19 threes on the season in 4 games. They've already got 7 tonight.
Long, wide open three by Markle. That's no good. Harris, almost a dribble, skip pass now over to Weiss, the top of the key. She takes Height down the lane, draws the defense to Hale. Hale goes down the lane, off the glass. She misses, rebound right to Bogner. Bogner drop step off the glass. No! Another rebound by Bell. And the high school hideout again by Aguilar. This time she catches it, and no! Eeny over Airbank, and it's going to go off Fricke. Fricke's talking, I think she was saying, you got to make the layup.
Yeah, I think the Zebras might confer here to see if maybe Fricke did not, in fact, touch that last. Yep. Zebras got together and changed the call. So Fricke wasn't talking to, she was talking to herself, but
loud enough so the officials could hear her.
I think the point got across. Head coach Schwartz picked up on it.
Out of bounds play by Bell. She just dumps right back inside. Now I got Height outside. Good switch by Markle inside. Right wing three by Bell, and she hits nothing but net.
That whole play, Chuck, was started out by the out-of-bounds play. When Lily Bell curls that out-of-bounds play hard, you have to honor it, and then Height is open, and then the defense has to react to her. She flies by, and it sets up Bell ultimately for the wide-open three.
Weiss kicks it out to Hale. Hale now skip pass right to Avery Lundy. Turnover. Here comes Aguilar, 1-on-3. She'll find Height on the trail. Lundy now, skip pass in the corner to Fricke. Fricke, left-handed pass. All the way around the wheel to Avery Lundy. No good, but whoa, Aguilar with the rebound. Reverse layup is good for Aguilar, and Coach Henderson doesn't like it. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. We'll take one, too. Minot leads by 9 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard, 50-41.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
Back at the Mandan Gymnasium as we are in the second half. Just a couple minutes, 2.5 minutes underway as Minot leads by 9. It was 42-41, 8-0 run to start this second half, and Coach Henderson didn't like it. What did he just tell his team there, Todd?
Well, you can't rest on your laurels. Hey, girls, we played a good first half. They've had a couple good looks here to start the second half, haven't converted them, and have let Minot get out in transition.
Seems like a lot more aggressive defense for Minot, too. As Markle's inside, lots of time. She drop step, right-handed off the glass, and not good. And then she is going to be, ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. Aguilar doesn't like it. Officials don't care. Mandan will retain possession, 30 seconds on the shot clock. Weiss takes it out of bounds against this little zone setup. Skip pass on a Markle. Markle step back. 3-point attempt is no good. What was going in early isn't now. Minot on a run. 3-1, one break, but they slow it down. Mandan gets back nicely. Lundy on the trail. Buries it.
Well, and the threes that weren't falling in the first half for Minot, and all of a sudden they've got 3 quick ones here, Chuck, and now it's an 11-0 run to start the second half for the Majettes.
3 threes in a row. Aguilar, Lundy, and Bell. Wild shot blocked by Lily Bell. Retained possession by Hale. Hale over the corner, or the wing to Markle down the lane through a little underhand pass or shot missed, and she's tired already. She's laboring. Minot's pushing. Aguilar leans inside against Maya Sheldon, and she scores.
Well, and the missed shots are just allowing Minot to get out in transition. That's killer right now for the Mandan Braves.
14-point lead, and Mandan throws it away. Gonna have some subs coming in right away as they're gonna get Savannah Gustafson will check in. Who else?
McAllister back on for
McAllister.
yep.
Kimmy McAllister checks in for Mandan. Minot still with their original starting five. That worked. McAllister steps right in front of a pass, goes all the way in, throws an air bank, and then Fricky gets the rebound, and Wiest fouls her.
Good, you know, McAllister's had productive minutes the whole time she's been in the game. That time just kind of read a lazy pass there and had a breakaway. Just couldn't find a way to finish that in transition going, you know, Mach 7.
Markle has her shoe off. TD looking to get her ankle taped. As, boy, a couple picks right off the front from Wiest against Fricky. Fricky struggling since the first quarter. Spin move down the lane, scoop to the hoop. Lily Bell with the foul.
You know, Jaden Wiest has kind of had those answers tonight for the Mandan Braves. You know, their team needed a three. She was able to make some threes. When her team needs a pass out to a teammate, she was able to deliver the ball on time. And that time, you know, she just kind of sensed that, hey, my team needs a basket here, and so I'm going to try to create. And she's gotten a lot of mileage out of that go hard left, spin back to the right type of move.
Yeah, she's used that a lot tonight as it's been successful. Jaden Wiest, her brothers, Jackson played at Mandan. Father's the Mandan AD. She was a defensive specialist.
Trey Wiest as well.
Wiest, there you go.
Older brother, yeah.
As she makes them both, as that leads to 12 now. Tori Height, three-point attempt. She wants to get in the three party, misses it, but dumps it right down inside to Bell, and Bell's going to be double teamed by. That was a Kayla Corbin now in. Oh, not Kayla Corbin. Never mind. That was Gustafson and Maya Sheldon, but that's going to be a jump ball. It's a turnover, fourth one of the second half.
That's just a play there where Bell's got to not put the ball on the turf.
Wiest a step back against Aguilar. That one falls. Carrion Minot. Trail play for Bell, and she gets the friendly roll off the front of the glass.
Yeah, just a missed assignment there as Bell. When she starts that clap, you know it's danger time.
Bad pass by Wiest as she got inside. Now a baseball pass to Fricky. Fricky tracks it down. Mandan quickly back on defense. Aguilar slows things down. Almost a steal by Wiest. Down the lane, right-handed off the glass and in for Aguilar. She's got some, speaking of some mileage out of that move.
Well, and the best part of that is she's going hard to her left, Chuck, but then she gathers herself and then gets back to her shooting hand and is able to finish that in traffic.
14-point lead for Minot, 12:31 to go in this basketball game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Wiest with a long three. That one is no good. Avery Lundy, they got the run. They got Height open, but nice steal by Sheldon, and she throws it right to Wiest, and then Wiest gets it stolen away by Fricky. Fricky one-on-one. Oh, that was a tough call as Sheldon was tried to draw the block call. Fricky tried to do a, I don't know what you call that one, Todd.
I'd say it's a modified sweep through Euro step.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good call. If you'd have said that and I'd have been listening, I'd have known exactly what you're talking about. Anyway, they called Sheldon for her second personal foul. Coach Henderson does not like it. Inbound right to Lundy. Lau around the wheel to Lamori, who checked in. Boy, she runs right over the top of, see if she stands up. Who's that at? That's Gustafson.
I think it was Gustafson, yep, drew the charge.
And the second charge that Gustafson's call. That's a back-to-back turnovers, 2 out of 3 possessions, offensive charges. 5 turnovers in the second half. Here goes Wiest down the lane. Left-handed layup, no good. And Bell pushes left-handed, just bounce off to Aguilar. But Maya Sheldon is in the lane, and she draws a charge on Bell.
This had to have been a point of emphasis for Mandan coming into this game, Chuck, because what is that? A half a dozen drawn charges here for Mandan here in the basketball game?
Well, they're playing better defense, but what they're not doing is scoring the basketball.
Just 5 points here in the second half in almost 8 minutes.
All by Wiest. Wiest man-to-man, yo-yo dribble down the lane, the right side, falls down, but gets the layup to go.
She's got all 7.
60-48. Minot leads by 12 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. 11:30 left in the second half. Lundy down the lane. Oh, underhand pass. One extra pass to Bennett. Now in the corner by Aguilar. That's no good. Rebound by Perez Coleman in the game. And then on the floor goes Presley Bennett. And
tied up by McAllister. And
McAllister, she's
Bennett
in the game.
there. So this is interesting here, Chuck, because you've got Fricky and Lily Bell out for Minot. And again, trying to find something that works from a combination. Obviously, it's been working here in the second half.
We got a camera issue. Keep going here as call the game if you're listening, as it's going to be a tie-up down low as Minot misses the layup, and then they're going to be a foul. See who that was. A foul is going to be called on. I'm sorry, they're going to call that foul on Maya Sheldon, and the scrum underneath the basket on that missed shot by Mandan.
Ends up being her third.
As Fricky just got a drink of water and collected herself. She's right back in the game as Minot leads by 12 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Under 11 minutes now to go here in this game. Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domres. The call here, left-handed dribble, and that's a travel. They didn't call that one. Outside to Lamore, that was an air bank. Fricky hustling back. Smartly lets it go into the backcourt, picks it up, pushes down, a Euro step. Nice move by Maggie Fricky, finally in the scoring column after a long drought of not scoring.
Yeah, those 9 points in the first half came early for her, and now she's got their first 2 in a while to get her up to a game of 11.
Held her up in the game. Sarah for Mandan throws it right to Height, then doesn't get back on defense. Okay, what was that about? Just let Tori Height go all the way in for the basket after she turns the basketball over.
Tori Height with the takeaway, and now she's got 9, and Mandan needs some hoops here as Minot's flexing their #1 muscle here.
I think we're in that danger zone right now, Todd. Almost a 5 count. Officials are going to call it. He's counting the handoff to McAllister. Skip past Fricky, read that one all the way, but coach is going to take a timeout. Coach Henderson says, oh, we got to slow things down. We don't like it. BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot leads 64-48 over the Braves. 9:53 to go in this basketball game. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
At Shots Crossroads, we make 8 gallons of homemade ranch dressing every day, so you can smother your dinner salad with it, dip those crispy golden French fries in it, and dunk your breaded chicken strips. You can even cover your... Wait, no. You can't put ranch on steak. Or can you? Shots Crossroads. Don't forget the ranch.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
Mandan after the timeout, trying to figure something out as they're down 16, 64-48. Ball inside, good call right to McAllister. She takes Minot to the hole.
Good finish, could have almost been an and one there, and I like the setup out of the Sean Henderson timeout.
Extended defense. Tori Height, just a little jab step. She wants a 3, doesn't get it. Ooh, almost tried to do the baseball pass. Smart not throw by McAllister.
That would have got intercepted by about 5 Majettes.
Yeah, totally. Yo-yo dribble now, Avery Lundy against Wiest. One more pass. Ooh, that's going to be blocked by Fricky, but right to Wiest. Oh, and she's going to be hammered. Good extra pass by Harris. Harris got the recipient of the block, and then she underhand passed it over to Wiest.
Jaden Wiest single-handedly trying to keep the Mandan Braves around in this one, Chuck.
The Serve Pro red zone free throw line, Jaden Wiest. Long off the back of the iron, as she has 7 points in the second half, 18 overall, trying to get the second one. Hey fans, tonight's games are brought to you by Jersey Mike's. Make sure to vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's a sub above. Second free throw is good by Jaden Wiest. That lead is cut to 13, 64-51. Minot leads. 9 minutes left, so halfway through the second half. That's going to be partially blocked inside by Mandan. Harper Harris is 1-on-2. Slow her down, right? If you're Mandan Brave, talking to her, and then almost a travel. I think the official went, okay, she just take 2 steps right in front of me? I mean, like right in front of me?
He almost took a second to call it because, like, did I just see what I think I saw? And
exactly.
The answer was yes. The other thing that's keyed Minot here in the second half, Chuck, is Maya Aguilar. I mean, all of a sudden, she went from 6 points at halftime to 15 now, almost up to game-high honors for Minot. Lily Bell's 17 leads Minot.
Give and go inside from Lundy to Fricky, back to Lundy. Lundy went into a double team, but they're going to call a foul on Mandy Schwind, her 3rd personal foul. It'll take her long to get that.
And Schwind had position, Chuck, but she was in the restricted arc in the half moon there. So once you're in that deep, there's no way you can draw a charge.
Lundy gets her 9th point. So that quarter was 22-10. So Minot scored 22, 20, and 22 in quarters. Mandan stuck with him the first 2, but the third one they did not, as Lundy gets in double figures. Now she has 10, 66-61 in the BNC Bank scoreboard. Long 3-point attempt by Wiest. Bring it up.
Boy, she's been good tonight. I mean, averages 9.8 a game, and that's her 4th made 3 of the contest. Now a takeaway.
Yeah, just ripped away. That's McAllister, just pulls it away from Fricky. Fricky struggling a little bit today. Got the ball stolen from her a few times. Now just poke checked away by Lamore. Has Minot actually, they even called a timeout tonight?
They called one, a 30-second early in the contest.
Okay, none in the second half. Mandan has called 2 already. They trail by 12, 66-54 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Pass in the corner now. Markle with the 3-point attempt. That's going to be wide left. Air ball for her. Fricky rebounds, pushes the other way. Under the 8-minute mark now. Markle and Lundy, that's been a good matchup. And Lamore zigged. Lundy thought she was zagging.
Turnover.
7 this second half, 17 in the game.
You know, the other thing that I like about Minot starting to do now is they're starting to run and jump a little bit in the half court, and they really almost don't let you go to the middle. They turn you to the side and see if you can make plays.
Had 0 chance to make that one for Schwind against Bell. Back out to McAllister, now to Wiest. Wiest gets in the middle of the lane, almost stolls away from her own person. Now out to Harris, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Harris in the corner, 5 seconds. Right to Bell. Bell stolen away. That was not a good possession for Mandan.
That's just the length right there of Minot causing problems.
Lily Bell dribbling against McAllister. She's got a itchy trigger here. Backdoor cut to Height. Height now, let's go to Lamore. Lamore, nice dump down to Lundy for the basket.
Yeah, the drive, the draw, the dish there by Lamore, and just found a wide open Avery Lundy, and she's into double figures now.
So Mandan's had some chances to cut it to single digits. They didn't take care of the ball twice. In the corner to McAllister, back out to Wiest. Wiest short in the front of the rim. She gets it right back, though. Goes up against the trees, falls down. No good. Bell was in contest in that one. Fricky, hesitation, dribble drive off the glass. That's going to draw the foul.
That was a crafty move right there, as she was eyeing the basket, slowing it down like I'm getting my feet set to knock this one down from downtown, and then boom, right by the defense after they had to react to the 3-point line.
Harper Harris with the 3rd personal foul, and this is almost automatic for Maggie Fricky. Although she missed one down the stretch, a bonus free throw against Legacy.
That was a huge front-end miss.
Yeah. Lundy, too, she missed.
You think back to the state tournament a year ago, and oh boy, Minot, beg your pardon, was able to really put games away, having Fricky at the line late.
She makes them both. She doesn't miss there. Is it going to be timeout? Full timeout. We will take a Hub International Insurance timeout, with Minot leading by 16 over Mandan. 6:42 left in this one. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
this goes?
I don't know.
Are you sure it was a clicking and not a zzz, zzz?
I think your quash litter valve's stuck.
Do you even have insurance? If we soak it, it should be good.
No matter how much you know or don't know about your vehicle, trust the experts at Tires Plus. Real answers from real mechanics.
Inspections are free to ensure your vehicle is always in peak condition.
Thinking service? Think Tires Plus.
Stay tuned, fans, after this one. After this game, we'll have the post-game show, the Planning Team Financial Advisors Crossroads post-game show, the Sports Clips player of the game, the Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. Second half, 6:34 to go in this game. Minot leads by 16. Three-pointer attempt is, in and out for Maya Sheldon. Rebound by Bell. Again, she throws it right to Anna Lyles, and Lyles gets the basket.
Yeah, great job by Lyles. Kind of laying in the weeds there, making the pick, and then the quick little flip over top of Lily Bell.
6 points for Lyles, and that's going to be a turnover inside, right? It's got to be. They're going to call a
reach-in foul, I think, on Mandan.
Okay, they're going to call that one on who? McAllister gets her second personal foul. 16 foul this second half. 14-point lead for Minot. Into Bell, that she drop steps. Nice dump down to Avery Lundy. Going to be blocked from behind by McAllister. Mandan, coach wants them to push. Let's go right down the lane. Almost hands it off to nobody. And then a Euro step pass outside to, that was to Sheldon. But right there for the air bank was Maddie Schwind.
Right place, right time. Almost like it was designed that way.
70-58, Mandan trails by 12. Wide open is Presley Bennett. That's an air bank. Long, Iniani over. Weiss pushes, 3-on-2. She doesn't take it though. Now she's inside, now in the corner to Lyles. Oh, she's heating up, TD. She makes a basket, full timeout. Mandan cuts the lead to 10 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. It's 70-60, Minot leads. Back after this, 1 minute timeout.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Back at the Mandan Gymnasium, where Mandan has just had a little, 6-0 run, TD?
6-0 run to get right back in the contest.
70-60, they trail by 10 on the BNC Bank scoreboard. Maya Sheldon in the basketball game. She's hounding Maya Aguilar. Little handoff to Bennett. She's cut off by Sheldon. Now in the corner to Aguilar. Head and shoulder fake. Skip pass to Lundy. Lundy goes right down the lane and draws the foul by Schwind, and she's going to get the basket. The ball just rolled over the rim.
Schwind picks up her fourth, and she was so close, Chuck. Maddie was Schwind on that weak side where it was like, should I go after the block? Should I try to draw a charge? Should I contest this? And she kind of just got into never land and ended up getting a little bit of a hip check for a foul.
Yeah, just a hair too late, and like you said, kind of turned her body. Great finish by Lundy. Lundy there, she makes a free throw as she is now on a roll. She's got a big fourth quarter. 7 points for her, 15 now in the game, as that lead now is 13 for Minot. 5 minutes left in this game on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot leads 73-60 behind the back by Weiss. In the middle, not by Weiss, excuse me. That's Helderop, and blocked again with a fourth block, and now stolen away from behind, but nope. Bennett gets it back. Bell pushes, dribble, almost a travel by Aguilar. Quicks in the corner to Fricky. Fricky goes down the lane throws it back out to Bell. Bell, three-point attempt from the corner. Hey, that's an assist from Fricky to Bell.
20-point ball game for Lily Bell. It was almost like Fricky had eyes behind her head to know that Lily was going to flare that and be in the left corner wide open for three.
That's a lot of games they played together knowing where your partner is going to be.
Yep.
Saved it in. Back to Helderop. Helderop down the lane now. Hits the bottom of the rim as she saw Lily Bell coming at her. Stolen away from behind by Helderop. Oh, we're going to get a pick, and Bell comes over. Return to sender by Lily Bell.
Helderop saying, I am so tired of this 6'2" Lily Bell.
Aguilar down the lane, pulls up. She is so smooth on that dribble, TD.
Just in control, right?
Yeah.
Never seems to be flailing or kind of leaning in, out of control. Just collected herself and rose up and scored.
Smooth 17 for Aguilar. Inside is McAllister throwing it right away, and now a baseball pass, but good hustle by Lyles as she steals it back, and now it's almost a steal by Lundy, but not. Helderot over the corner to McAllister. McAllister's ridden like a rented mule on that right side as official called the foul on, but that's just the fourth team foul.
Gonna get a line change almost here for Mandan.
Yeah, gonna get Wiest back in, and for the five starters, Hale, Markle, Harris.
Sign of a good team, Chuck. Mandan had a 6-0 run to cut it to 70-60, and guess what? The Majettes just answer with a 7-0 run of their own.
Wiest double team in the corner. She's gonna throw it out of bounds. Good job by Avery Lundy. Boy, what she does so much offensively, just defensively, she just gets it.
And this is, I mean, it's been the Maya Aguilar and Avery Lundy kind of just settling the team down for Minot here in the second half.
Fricky has been guarded tough tonight. She wants a shot bad, and she hits it. Little push off on Wiest. Crossover dribble, step back.
It's like the subtle push off that Michael Jordan had against the Utah Jazz. Just maitre d', I'll just get what I want here.
Totally. Markle wildly down the lane, back out to Harris. Three-point attempt, tries now to go in against Bell and cannot get the leaner to go. Bell's going to get called for the foul.
Good attack mode there by Haley Markle.
Four, or just a third. I thought it was fourth on Bell.
Got to honor the three-point shot. Markle can knock those down, and so they drew Lily Bell out of the paint, and then Markle was able to put it on the deck a couple times.
They're going to call that from behind on Lundy as Markle hits the first basket.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. I'd already marked it down for Lily Bell, so I'll change that.
Markle, a track athlete as well. A lot of multi-sport athletes here for Mandan as Markle gets both of them. She's got 7 points tonight as Mandan cuts that lead now to 80-62. Under 3 minutes to go to here in the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Jump stop by Fricky's wide open down the other end, and holy cow, Harper Harris.
There's nobody more frustrated than Harper Harris, I can guarantee you that. She knew she had nobody within the vicinity and just took her eyes off it, trying to figure out where she was on the court to collect the pass and then go up, gather, and score.
Thought she heard somebody coming from behind her, so turnover. Height throws it to nobody, but Fricky almost tracks it down, and he stepped out of bounds.
I'm looking at Coach Schwartz, and he's just like, he's got the left to right shake. Like,
turnovers are keeping Mandan. I mean, they're not in it. They're out down 18, but 19 turnovers for Minot tonight. Mandan trails by 18 in the corner to Wiest. Wiest three-point attempt. She's getting a little tired. Tipped around, but Markle out to Harper Harris. Harris dribble drive. Nice pass inside to Bogner uses the glass, and Bogner has her second bucket of the game.
Now you called that one right, Chuck. That was a beautiful pass.
Ooh, nice spin move by Lily Bell. Throws it with the left hand to nobody, or nowhere near the rim from 3 feet. Down the lane comes Wiest. Draws the contact by Fricky. Cannot get the N1, but she will go to the line. Is that the first foul by Fricky? Wow.
Yeah. You know, the thing that I've noticed about Jaden Wiest in this contest has been she's been able to get into the paint pretty much whenever she wants. And some of that is by design for Minot as they want to funnel you into Lily Bell and cause turnovers with their length. But boy, Wiest has been able to dissect that Minot defense a lot tonight.
Leads cut to 15. Stay tuned, fans, after this game. The post-game show, the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads post-game show. your headquarters, your post-game headquarters. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Both free throws were made there by Wiest. Leads now 14, 150 left in the contest. Minot leads over the corner to Wiest. Or not, excuse me, to Tori Height. No good there. And they're going to be a foul to the top by Lily Bell. That's her fourth, Todd. And they will march the other way. This is what Mandan leads. They need to score with the shot or the game clock shut off.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's going to be.
Let's just keep it here, Todd.
I don't know if it's going to be enough for Mandan to win the game tonight, but hey, there's all sorts of things that you can get better at as a team, and one of them is closing games. And so with a young club like Sean Henderson has, I guarantee you these are learning and coaching opportunities here for the entire 36 minutes. And so there's always something that you can dial up here. You can maybe try to run a new set. You could try to extend some defense here and just play hard for the entire game.
It was 42-41 at half, and then it was a 12-0 run to start the second half by Minot that kind of pulled things out, and we're almost there right now because it was a 12-0 run that got it to 55-41, a 14-point lead, and that's exactly where we are right now as Maya Sheldon will go to the stripe. As we talked about the post-game show, fans, Planning Team Financial Advisors helping clients work toward financial freedom. We'll have the player of the game, the sports clip player of the game, and the Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. That's the free throws off the back iron, and needed one to get one. Now to Lundy. Lundy wisely just kind of dribbles it out. They don't need to score. Hale bodies her up. Foul on Hale, her second personal, 8th team foul. Lundy will go to the line. TD got lots of people to potentially pick from. Aguilar, great game for her. Lundy, Lily Bell again.
I don't know, Chuck. I'm going to have a hard time getting off of the senior Maya Aguilar, I think.
Yeah, I'm with you. As free throw attempt is no good for Lundy, and Bell gets the rebound, doesn't score, doesn't make it. Push the other way for Sheldon. Sheldon over to Harris. Harris throws a three, hits the corner of the backboard.
That was a pass.
But yeah, there you go. Backboard pass to Danny Hale. She gets the rebound put back. Tricky is held by Harris. 12-point game. It isn't over. We've seen 12 points scored in less than a minute before in the NBA. Got a foul, don't you? Maybe not her. Got to force her to pass. Isn't it? The clock should be running too, or it should be counting in the corner to Lundy. Lundy, they foul her. That's a good call. As Coach Henderson was screaming, saying, I got my defender right there in Sheldon. You didn't start the 5-second count, but I think every time they started, she kind of did the crossover dribble and backed up.
That created a little bit of space, and the official started counting with the opposite hand.
No good. And now it's going to be over the back by Aguilar, not a 5 Beta Kappa play there as the game clock stopped at 51.6 as Mandan will march the other way. Danny Hale goes to the free throw line. 5'7" senior, got the start tonight. Savannah Gustafson getting ready to check in for defensive purposes. Bonus free throw, no, off the back iron. Bell, another rebound. She's got double-digit rebounds for sure.
Mandan's missed 2 front ends here late, Chuck.
Ooh, almost a carry. Coach Henderson wanted it. Now a turnover. Harris, 40 seconds, down 10, or down 12. Tipped away by Height. Height hustles, well, stolen away on a double dribble look there for Wiest, and Wiest is gonna throw the reverse thrusters and draw the foul on Tori Height. Height had 7 points in the first quarter. I mean, like the first 4 minutes of this first quarter, hit 2 big threes and then been super quiet since.
A good defensive assignments for Mandan. They haven't given her a lot of open looks in Tori Height, but great ball game for Jaden Wiest. I mean, we just can't say enough about this junior.
25 points for Wiest. That's her season high, averaging just 10 points a game. Confidence builder for her. Started out slow, though. Started out a little bit out of sorts. As timeout, we'll take a full timeout as well. On the BNC National Bank scoreboard, Minot leads by 10 over Mandan, 80-70. You're listening to high school basketball on the PSP Network.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability. For all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs, your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at AckermanSfold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esfold. Find them at AckermanEsfold.com.
All right, 30.5 seconds to go in the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Minot leads 80-70. 30.5 seconds left to go in this one. Stay tuned after this one. We have a double header. The Minot boys and the Mandan boys got it in the Lely Bell. They got a foul. I don't know what they're doing. You got a foul. What are they doing? They are not fouling. As Bell is going to dribble, she can dribble it out. Coach Henderson must have said, let's just play tough defense. Todd will go down on the court as long as he doesn't get hurt. Fricky wants an extra basket. Nope, they're not going to shoot. 9 seconds. That's about 0.2 seconds. As Mandan, that was weird. You call a timeout, then you do nothing. Fricky just holds the basketball, and that is it. That's a wrap. Minot victorious, 80-70, as we'll now get into the Planning Team Financial Advisors Schatz Crossroads post-game show. Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. Visit us online at planningteam.com. As Todd works his way down on the floor, we'll see who he gets. And he did not grab our sports clip MVP. He'll have to get that one. He'll take a picture of her as he's talking to Maya, getting ready to talk to Maya Aguilar and head coach Jason Schwartz. We'll get head coach Jason Schwartz first. As Todd has Coach Schwartz, he's going to get him in the middle as he pulls him in. And TD, take it away.
All right, thanks a lot, Chuck. Hostile environment. There's no easy games in the WDA, and you come out of here with a road win.
Yeah, that's right. You know, we didn't play real well or play real sharp. So, you know, it's early. You know, it's still early in January, early in the season here. So, you know, there's nothing wrong with teams exposing some weaknesses and some things that we got to work on. So I thought we battled pretty good. You know, we're coming off a tough defeat from the other day. So nobody's going to make it easy when we go into their place. And, you know, we've only played at home one time so far. And so all these road games that are adding up are really testing us. And hopefully building our resolve a little bit.
Talk about, you know, when you got stops and your defense created some turnovers, that was really good for you guys to get out in transition tonight.
Yeah, and that's part of our game. We got to get out and run and find our shooters in the open court, but, you know, certainly we got to take better care of the basketball than we did. We got to shore up some things defensively and rebounding-wise as well.
Good game tonight, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, and that's head coach Jason Schwartz. Maya Aguilar, hey, congratulations, number one. Coming off a loss the other day against Legacy, how important was for you girls to get kind of back into the win column tonight?
We just kind of wanted to bounce back. You know, it was like a tough loss. We thought we were going to go in there and be strong. So we just needed to sharpen up this game and make sure we got this one.
And for yourself as a senior, a young basketball team around you, do you kind of embrace that role as a leader and almost a calming influence for this team?
Yeah, definitely. I try to motivate my teammates, make sure we're all together. So yeah, I think that I'm pretty good.
You know, your coach talked about all the road games that you guys have had. I mean, that's not easy going on the road and getting W's. Has it allowed your team to kind of become closer, get on the road and be in a hostile environment?
Yeah, definitely. We've become a lot closer, have fun times on the bus. So I feel like we're much closer as a family this year, and it's really helping our game.
What was working for you offensively tonight? I mean, you had 17 points, and things kind of came well for you tonight.
Yeah, my teammates got me the ball. We sharpened up at times, so yeah, I think that's what helped the most. It's like we passed the ball, got it around. That's how we scored.
Great game, Maya. All right, guys, back up to you.
All right, thanks, Todd. As Maya Aguilar, as she finishes the game with 17 points, just a fantastic game for her. We are in the Planning Team Financial Advisors Schatz Crossroads post-game show. Minot victorious 80-70 on that one. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we will dig in the numbers, talk a little bit about that game, do our Sports Clips player of the game, and our Jobbers Moving and Storage move of the game. Minot victorious 80-70. Back after this timeout.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the postgame show.
We are in the postgame with Minot High victorious, 80-70. We're in the Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame. Shots Crossroads get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous number 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. Team buses are always welcome. TD, tonight, hey, it's a closer game than we thought. We were expecting, if you had to handicap it, we were expecting 25-point game, I think. But Mandan, I don't know if there's moral victories in a loss, but if there is, Mandan would have got one today.
100%. I think Mandan came to play, and you could kind of tell from head coach Jason Schwartz there that, hey, you know what? The turnover bug has kind of bitten us a couple nights in a row here now against Legacy and against Mandan now. But for a team that is young still in Minot to come and start the season with 5 road games now out of 6 games, only have 1 game at home. And so that spells doom, I think, for the rest of the league. When Minot's getting wins on the road here early in the season, now they're going to have a pile of home games coming up here the rest of January and February. So still good things ahead for the Minot Majettes. And, tip of the cap to Mandan. We talked about it throughout the course of the broadcast the entire way, Chuck, that they came to play tonight, and you have got to acknowledge that Mandan, whether it was number 1 player or number 11 player, they got contributions from up and down their lineup tonight, and that's something I think that Sean Henderson can build on. Yeah,
I would completely agree on that one. As Minot victorious 80-70. Got a few things left, but before we get to our Sport Clips player of the game and our Jobbers moving and storage and move of the game, TD, let's do some stats.
All right, thanks a lot, Chuck. First for Mandan as they fall to 2-3 on the season, 0-2 in WDA play, led by the 26 points tonight, and I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's a career high for Jaden Wiest. I think we're pretty safe in saying that, but Jaden, great game, knocks down 4 3-pointers, good from the free throw line. Really was able to drive, draw, and dish tonight for Mandan. She leads the floor with 26 points. She's the lone Brave in double figures. 8 points apiece for Haley Markle and Anna Lyles. 7 points apiece for Kimmy McAllister and Harper Harris. And then you get balanced scoring after that. 4 for Maya Sheldon, 3 for Sarah Helderop, 2 for Danny Hale, 4 for Emma Bogner, and 2 for Maddie Schwint. Added up, that's Mandan's final game total of 70. For the victorious Minot Majettes, they improved to 5-1 in the season, 4-1 in conference play, led by the 20 points tonight of Lily Bell. Well, she knocked down 4 threes tonight. That was her only points in the second half, was a trifecta of threes to give her 20 on the night. 4 Majettes in double figures. Maya Aguilar right behind Bell with 17 points, 15 apiece for Avery Lundy, and a good floor game for her. And Maggie Fricky finishes the night with 15. So there's your 4 Majettes in double figures. Tori Height just missed his double digits with 9. 3 points for Presley Bennett, 1 for Carew Lamore. And you added up, that's Minot's total of 80. Minot led by the 20 of Lily Bell. Mandan paced by the 26 of Jaden Wiest.
There you go. Thanks, Todd. 4 gals in double figures for the Majettes, led by Lily Bell, as you mentioned it, and Jaden Weiss led all scores with 26. So a couple more things we got to do here. The Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game, the Sports Clip Player of the Game. We'll do the mover of the game first. Todd, let's do the Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game right there. There's our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. Tonight's Move of the Game is sponsored by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you move across town or across the country. Locations: Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. They focus on the details of the process without ever losing sight of the big picture. Their efficient, step-by-step approach to move management keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Todd, lots of good moves tonight. Where are we going tonight?
Yeah, there's this play in the second half that stands out for me. Late in the game, Mandan's trying to claw their way back into it, and you get the big two, I'll call them, for Minot. They just made another play like they've made so many times already, and they're just 9th graders. Maggie Fricky finds a way to create an opportunity for a teammate. She gets into the lane, and almost like she had eyes behind her head, she flips a pass over her head, and there's Lily Bell wide open in the corner, knocks down her 3rd three-pointer in the second half. And that's got to be your Jobbers Move of the Game.
Yeah, I like that play. It was a great play. Maggie Fricky showed that, hey, I'm not just a scorer, I can dish too, as she's averaging almost 6 assists a game, and that was a big one. That's our Jobbers Moving and Storage Move of the Game. The last thing, Todd, is our Sport Clips Player of the Game. Sport Clips brings you the MVP of this matchup. Sport Clips is a home of the MVP haircut experience. Nothing comes close to making you feel like an MVP, quite like the MVP experience at Sport Clips. Tonight's Sports Clips MVP is...
Well, we talked to her, Maya Aguilar. We just thought that she was the calming influence tonight for the Minot Majettes. I think that's kind of her role for this basketball team. Her and Tori Height are the seniors that play extended minutes for Minot. And Maya was great tonight. Had 17 points, knocked down a 3. Good floor game, good control. You know, she never seemed like she was out of control tonight. So the senior Maya Aguilar is your Sport Clips MVP.
I like it. That'll be a wrap tonight as the Minot girls victorious over the Mandan girls. 82-70 on the BNC National Bank scoreboard. Thanks to Todd Domres and our cameraman, Trevor Haas. We will take an in-between break, and then we'll have the number 1 ranked Minot Magicians against the number 5 ranked Mandan Braves on the boys' side. After this 4 to 5 minute timeout, you're listening to high school basketball on the PSP network.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
I'm a grateful person on a lot of levels. I've been given so many great opportunities. But most of all, even as a little kid, I was taught a set of values. Like tools for life, hard work, responsibility, and the key to making it all work, commitment.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying. The trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
What you're witnessing actually happens. This is a sad story about bad math.
Bad math?
Does your online company include mounting?
You can't beat the online pricing.
When you add the mounting, the shipping, and all the extras, it's just simple math. We guarantee the lowest prices. Our Plus Plan is simply better, a less expensive way to buy tires. Thinking tires? Think Tires Plus.
Ackerman Esvold, your neighbors, friends, and family who are working for you. The local team with local availability and accountability for all of your engineering, architecture, environmental, transportation, and land development needs. Your project can rely on Ackerman Esvold. Find them online at ackermanesvold.com. When you start your project, talk with Ackerman Surveying and Associates. Our experienced surveying team guides you in the right direction with planning, platting, and lot and boundary surveys. The trusted name in land surveying, the trusted name in architecture and engineering is Ackerman Surveying and Ackerman Esvold. Find them at ackermanesvold.com.
Caught you off guard there, partner. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Now we're back for the boys' game. How about that for an encore? The Minot Majettes win 80-70 in our opener. Now we turn our attention to an undefeated matchup. Number 1, Minot High, 6-0 on the season, and they'll tangle tonight with the homestanding Mandan Braves, 3-0, and number 5 in the latest Sportscasters and Sports Writers media poll, as two teams combined for 9-0, two ranked teams. A lot of things to like here as we welcome you back to our PSP Network broadcast booth, and we welcome you to our Shields pregame show. Shields offers clothing, footwear, and gear for all your passions, from fishing to fashions. As Todd Domres alongside Chuck Clairmont, Trevor Haas running the camera for us tonight. Chuck, hey, undefeated, ranked. This is a kind of a dream matchup for us tonight on the PSP Network.
Yeah, and these two teams, Minot was expected. You know, they were ranked number 1 in the preseason poll, number 2 in the Hoopster. And not that Mandan wasn't, because Mandan was ranked number 5, but I just didn't know, because how long does it take for football to turn into basketball? Mandan's got a lot of great football players, and Jablonski and Sheldon and Mendenwald and Frank, and those guys all played football. And sometimes it takes till after Christmas to kind of get your basketball legs. But boy, the Mandan Brave boys are playing extremely well. Offensively, these two teams are scoring a ton of points, 94 and 88. So for our perspective, let's get up and down. Let's run, baby.
Well, exactly. And the other thing we didn't even mention, Ed, is Minot's the defending champion. As you said, 2 playoff football teams from a season ago in AA football in North Dakota. And so let's dig right into the matchup as we're here in our Shields pregame show, where they're dedicated to bringing you the best retail experience at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Let's talk about the Mandan Braves first. A couple of guys that have kind of exploded on the scene. You knew that Carson Jablonski was going to do his thing this year. You knew that Tri Frank was going to do his thing this year. But the guys that have kind of jumped off the page for me have been 3 other guys that start and are also averaging double figures in Rustin Medenwald, Hudson Sheldon, and Matt Mudengay, as those 3 guys have kind of solidified what was already a pretty good nucleus coming back for the Mandan Braves.
Yeah, and Mudengay last year, he had to play JV because he transferred in from Atlanta, and they knew that he was whoops, sorry.
I had the cough button ready. I just didn't time it very good there for you.
My bad. Moodingay, anyway, he transferred in from Atlanta and he had to sit out. So they knew he was a quality JV basketball player, and he's came out and played it just extremely well this year, averaging 13 points a game. And it's the kind of one of those guys inside, kind of 1 through 4. He's 6'1", but he can guard a 1 through 4. And Hudson Sheldon, they talked about how great of an athlete he was, a great quarterback, that he's going to be the starter next year, and they're expecting big things out of him on the football field. But man, he can fill it from the basketball side too, averaging 16 points a game, and he's a high flyer. He can get up and dunk and move up and down the floor. He is smooth as silk. And then you mentioned Mendenwald. We knew how good he was in the football field. When he got hurt in that semifinal game and had to go out against Shanley, they picked on that side, and man ended up the second half losing to Shanley. And he is a premier athlete, and he's shown it now on the basketball side where he's averaging in double figures as well. And then he's a defender. He's going to go out and pick. He's probably going to be matched up at one again. Well, who's your best guy in the Minot side? I don't know if he's going to guard Dissett, because he's only, well, he is 6'2", but anyway, he's a lockdown defender. So they just got so many weapons, 5 guys in double figures, and then you throw in a DJ Brownouter.
Yeah.
Didn't even mention him off the bench, a sophomore averaging 14, knocked down 10 threes already in 3 games. And so he's one of those guys that I think they were planning on him, but yet, hey, didn't know if he was going to come out and be as effective as he was this early.
The other guy that I want to point out just briefly here is Carson Jablonski. He was more of a facilitator last year. You knew he could play great defense. This year he's averaging 5 steals a night, 5.5 assists, but the scoring for Carson Jablonski is off the charts. 15 points a game for Carson Jablonski. If Mandan continues to get production like that from that guy that they're not necessarily expecting points from on a nightly basis, that's what makes Mandan very hard to defend here early on.
Well, he's so fast. I mean, he is one of the quickest guys in the state. And he showed it in football where, man, if you and these listening, it wouldn't hurt to pick this guy up as a walk-on. But he's fast, he's quick, he's just, I mean, he's lightning in a bottle basically, and he's shown this year 5 steals a game, 5.5 assists, and scoring now 15 points a game. So he's really added that to his repertoire, and he is just another big reason why Mandan's undefeated.
I got a feeling Carson's going to play well tonight. He's got his Uncle Tim in the house and his Grandma Joanne. I just waved at her. Good friends of the Jablonski family I am, as I roomed and lived with those guys. They're both at my wedding, and so really good to see the Jablonski folks and to see Carson starting the season and playing so well for the Mandan Braves. This is our Shields pregame show. You can shop sporting goods, hunting and fishing gear, clothing, and more at Shields of Minot and Bismarck. Let's highlight the Minot High Magicians for just a moment. You mentioned Derek Dissett. Eric Winchesky with a big game in their most recent one against Legacy, and it's a well-rounded team that there's a lot of similarities between the way Mandan and Minot play. Minot's probably got a little bit more size, but they really don't really have true posts, I think, for either one of these teams.
No, and 5 guys scoring in double figures for the most part. I mean, they're so well-rounded. They got some great seniors, and Derek Dissett, one of the best, if not the best player in North Dakota. I mean, he would be a guy that definitely is going to be getting some votes in Mr. Basketball when it's all said and done, averaging 28 points a game and 10 rebounds. But then there's just the steady Eddies, the Morgan Nygaard. I looked at his scoring, 12, 13, 15, 16. I'm just double figures every time. He's that senior leader. Same with Yeager Gunville scoring double digits a game. And then Eric Winchesky, I think you mentioned him in the pregame where he had 23 against Legacy in that victory. And he is just getting better and better and better. He's shooting like 57% from 3 and 58% from 2-point land. 13 to 23 from threes. And so here's a coach's kid that, you know, sometimes you're like, oh, it's coach's kid. He's playing because no, this kid has earned his right to play. Last year as a freshman, averaging 15 points a game now. He's a shooter and he's a defender as well. And we didn't even talk about the football kid, Conklin. 10 points, 10 rebounds, and he just brings that toughness to this floor that Minot needs. So, you know, and then we can talk about Grayson Schaefer off the bench. There's a kid that had a big state tournament as a freshman, state championship game, and he'll come off the bench at 6'5". How about the opportunity to bring a kid 6'5" off the bench? That's a you know, a lot of riches there for Coach Dean Winchesky.
Take a short time out. We'll come back and we'll get the party started from Mandan High School. The starting lineups and the opening tip come up next. It's Minot and the host Mandan tonight, and you got it live on the PSP Network after this short break. Now we just missed that Minot starting 5, but we'll tell you who they are. As you got Morgan Nygaard, the senior in the backcourt, joined by Eric Winchesky, the sophomore. One forward is Derek Dissett, a surefire Mr. Basketball candidate, averaging 28 points a game. He's 6'4" and a senior. The other guard in the lineup is Jager Gunville, this 5'11" senior, and in the middle is the 6'5" junior Logan Conklin for Dean Winchesky, the head coach of Minot High. For the Mandan Braves and their 7th-year head coach, check that 9th-year head coach, Brandon Schaefer. Carson Jablonski is a starting point guard, joined in the backcourt by Rustin Medenwald. He's a junior. Hudson Sheldon is a forward at 6'2" and a sophomore. Matt Mudengay is a 6'1" senior. They probably a 4-guard lineup for Mandan. And we'll call Tri Frank the center tonight. The 6'1" senior. Mandan will start a couple seniors, 2 juniors and a sophomore in that starting 5, and we are set for basketball.
We got a good crowd too, Todd. It's filled in nicely all around us.
2 undefeated teams. Minot High 6-0 in the campaign. Mandan 3-0. Officials are ready. Conklin Sheldon will tip it up, and the tip controlled by Hudson Sheldon. Jablonski has it, and Minot High comes out man-to-man. Frank has it, looks to attack, strong muscle move in the paint, no good. Rebound yanked out of there by Eric Winchesky. Gets it off to Gunville, and he, in transition, just stops and pops for 3, and now you get a dislodge and a rebound. Foul's gonna be whistled on Matt Mudengay.
Good job crashing the weak side board. We talked about Logan Conklin, just came flying on the weak side, a little elbow to the back.
Minot High will trigger it in. Straight away is Conklin, almost had his pocket picked, and it is. There's Jablonski.
Lightning quick hands.
Where's that white headband out there? Sheldon wants to cross over. Fires it weak side. Jablonski gets a step, drives it into the paint, shovels it to Frank. Operating. No, check that was Medenwald. Now Sheldon driving, rising, no good. Weak side Karam is cleared out by Gunville. Quick sideline fast break to Conklin, back to Gunville. Now Dissett wants to go. Pull up, free throw line area jumper, no good. Sheldon out of area rebound. Mandan wants to run. Sheldon into the lane. Stopped there by Nygaard. Medenwald looks for a give and go. Mudengay. Mandan likes to spread you out, play 5 out, attack you. Medenwald, no, he shuffled the puppies.
Dissett came across from the weak side, good help. Caused Medenwald to just kind of jump stop and then drag that pivot foot.
I think Winchesky got popped in the belly, it looks like, because he's having a hard time catching his breath. Well, anytime anybody gets hit in that chest area, you think right immediately back to what happened last night in Monday Night Football. How scary was that?
Man, you got that right.
Gunville with Jablonski on him like a postage stamp. Cross court to Grayson Schaefer, who just came on. Gunville looks to attack. Help comes, kick out pass, stolen away. Here comes a 2-on-1 for Mandan. Frank gives it off Sheldon. Oh, return to sender as Schaefer erases it at the 10.
Wow, that was a quick leap. Now they're gonna say it's off of Mandan.
Goes off of Mandan to Minot High.
That was an athletic play. I guess Grayson Schaefer can get off the floor. I mean, that was a pogo. That was a mini tramp that he just won off of there.
And Sheldon's a high flyer, and when you can erase a shot like that, that tells you that Grayson Schaefer's got some ability as well. He has it on the right wing. Gunville, cross court, taken away. Passing lane defense and stolen by Hudson Sheldon. Mandan will slow the attack. Mandan kind of got everybody's attention early in the season with a win over West Fargo Cheyenne. And since then, the Braves haven't lost. Dissett wants to go. Nygaard, extra pass Gunville. Couple bounces, baseline shot, contested straight up by Mudengay. And a rebound cleared by Frank. Sideline fast break, up to Sheldon for 3, no. Weak side rebound, cleared by Schaefer. No score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. There goes Schaefer, the lane opens, and Grayson Schaefer gives us our first 2.
Wide open down the left side. Medenwald did not get over soon enough.
2-zip on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot on top early. Try Frank. Comes to Mudengay. Bangs into Morgan Nygaard, and that's a charge.
A little bit of acting there by Nygaard, but official thought about it and said, nah, it was yet enough contact to call it. I think it was a good call by the official.
I think the PA guy was saying Muddingay, so I'm gonna change my.
I'll listen again, TD.
My initial reaction, but that's 2 on Matt Muddingay, and he has to take a break.
I talked to one of the parents. They called him Muddingay, but we'll listen.
Set into the lane, triple teamed, keeps that pivot foot alive, shovels it in the corner to Winchesky, who's back on. He hit it, and he's fouled.
Oh, and Winchesky stands up and does the gorilla post as really it was a box out by Jablonski with an opportunity for a 4-point play. Good dish after Dissett was triple teamed inside.
Winchesky just made his 14th 3 of the season, has a chance for a 4-point play, couldn't get it. You don't see those every day, and you still don't see them every day. Minot on top 5-zip. Into the basketball game for the Braves is TJ Brownotter. Quick step Jablonski. Pinballs off a defender. Comes up top to Sheldon. Sheldon double pump, scoop to the hoop, no good, got it back. Slithers on the baseline, goes up, scores.
Strong move by Sheldon. Recognized that he couldn't go up after he got the rebound on the strong side. Went back on the weak side, used the rim.
Schaefer wants to back in as it's 5-2, Minot on top. Medenwald's got Dissett, elevates, baseline jumper, missed everything.
Good defense. We talked about Medenwald being the defensive stopper. He's drew the short straw, guarding Dissett.
You're getting a little nickel and dime hand check as that's the hesitation dribble drive for Hudson Sheldon. Tell you what, Mandan's going to present problems for your perimeter defense because they got 5 guys who can spread you out.
Yeah, and that's exactly what Mandan, that's their defense right now, is spread you out, kind of 5 out, and in most cases, let them take them one-on-one.
Jablonski will safety valve it into Frank. Backdoor Jablonski goes up, another block shot. Winchesky got that one. In transition now, here comes Dissett. This is dangerous. Oh, the high flyer, double D puts it down.
Took off outside the low block and just glided in and laid it in.
Minot on top 7-2. 13:54 to play first half on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Medenwald, open Frank. He sets, he gets from downtown.
Try Frank shooting 70% on the season, TD. Just doesn't take bad shots. That was a good one from the 3-point line.
Now Mandan gets a quick double team, and what are you going to get? Oh, you're going to get a foul on Brownotter. I don't really like that one.
Well, you bailed out the guy. They played great defense on Nygaard. He's down on the ground. And Brownotter's, I don't know how to explain it anymore. He was just played good defense. He might have had him on the arm, though, at the end. I saw, as I looked down, he had him on the arm, but it should have been a potential turnover before that.
Minot high by 2, 7-5 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Gunville sets the Magi attack. Kaiser's on. Swing it to Winchesky. Gets a screen from Dissett. Now Schaefer. Shot fake. Throws it to nobody. As Gunville and Winchesky were both there, it's a little bit of you got it, I'll take it.
3 turnovers for Minot. And Mandan's switching everything. They're really, and they're quick switches because we got great athletes on the floor right here. As that was kind of a surprise switch, forced that turnover.
Medenwald looks for Sheldon on a cut, but Dissett was right there to tip it away. Turnover Braves. Schaefer will set in transition from downtown, no good. Flat-footed rebound goes to Sheldon. And Mandan back on the attack. Jablonski from the left wing. Sheldon to Medenwald. Now Brownotter. Passing lane defense by the Magi. Sheldon looks for a cut. Medenwald tries to go back door. Jablonski gets deep. Leaves it for Brownotter. Shot fake. Step back. 3-pointer. Yes!
11 threes for Brownotter. Nice step back. Great move. Rip. Step back 3.
Gunville strong to the rim. He answers for Minot High.
The glide and the hang.
And you get head coach Dean Winchesky asking for an early Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can call Hub International today for all your personal and business insurance needs. This one sets up to be a good one. Short break, 9-8. Minot on top, 12:24 to play first half.
Your business or your home, across the town or across the country. We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Todd Domres, Chuck Clairmont, Trevor Haas running the camera for us tonight. We can tell you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Got the 30-inch Galactic that's out of this world. You can call and order now at 852-1700. Planet Pizza is out of this world. Mandan runs the weave up top. Brown Otter off a double weak side screen. A couple subs in here for Mandan. We'll set those as there's Jablonski.
Oh, that's a first step. That is a burst like we haven't seen this year. Quick step, and he has got you in his dust.
Conklin will stop and pop from the baseline. That's short. Brown Otter with the rebound. In for Mandan is Devin Church, along with Briley Bearstail. Bearstail has it. Church up top, swings it to Brown Otter. Now to Jablonski. Jablonski wants to spin, operate, fade, and there's going to be a block.
Yeah.
And whistled on Minot High.
It's a good call. Winchesky came over just a little bit late. Good spin move by Jablonski. That's his favorite move. He loves that move. You watch him enough.
Well, that's the thing that Jablonski's been doing too, Chuck. He's been getting to the free throw line quite a bit here for Mandan as Carson has shot a team-high 16 free throws, made 12 of them. Of course, I broadcast jinxed him as that one ricochets off wide left.
Yeah, not even close. And that one is, he's kind of holding his little hip, or his left hip.
Second one from the Serve Pro free throw line, fire and water cleanup and restoration. It's Serve Pro. That one is down for the senior Jablonski.
Senior athlete of the year in the football side and first team All-State. Century girls win over Bismarck High, 66-44 in a battle on the beatings.
Nygaard gets in the paint, kick out Kaiser, three ball, missed everything. Jack Kaiser couldn't connect. Mandan has a rebound and the Braves lead 11-9 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. 11-18 to play here first half. Mandan will go 5 out, just spread you out, look for back doors, look for cutting, penetration lanes. There goes Jablonski. Fakes, comes out, open, Church for three. No, short. Rebound tipped out of bounds by Brown Otter.
Wide open look for Church. That's a good look. Church said I should have knocked that one down, although Devin would have been his first three this season. Probably hasn't had a better look than that one, though.
Hudson Sheldon, Rustin Medenwald back on for the Braves. Minot High in their road maroon jerseys outlined in gold and white. Mandan, the home team, in white. Post up for Doucette. Was double team. Now the double team leaves, and it's poke checked out of bounds by Mandan.
Overplayed on the top side by Medenwald, and they were kind of hoping he drop step because Tri Frank was kind of sneaking in from below.
Off an inbound screen. Get it to Winchesky. Now to Gunville. Clear out a side for Doucette. Conklin from the top. Throws it on the baseline to Nygaard. Turns, burns, shoots, fades, no good. Rebound tipped by Church, cleared by Frank. Mandan has the defensive carom, and here comes the Braves. Mandan by 2, approaching halfway through the first half. Hudson Sheldon sets the offense far corner. Sheldon fires it to Medenwald. Pretty good defense this set for Minot High. Sheldon skips it to Church. Down to 5 to shoot. Medenwald leaves it for Frank. Has to fire a shot to beat the buzzer. No good. Doucette climbs the ladder for the weak side board. Conklin. Gunville in transition. Looks good. No, it's just short. Misfires from downtown. Does Jager Gunville. And now Hudson Sheldon in transition wants to back into Nygaard. Fires it to Church from downtown. Nope, off the back iron. Teams have gone cold.
Still no threes for Church.
Doucette, oh, he's so slippery.
Man.
Count it, and a foul.
Just kind of herky-jerky move, you know what I mean? And just a little hesitation at the baseline, still kept his dribble alive. One extra dribble, hung in the air.
How about the start to the season for Derek Doucette? He's been, the last couple games have been quiet, but boy, he came out of the gates with a flurry.
37, I think, in his first game, and 33 in his second. I had that all, but didn't save it.
Yeah, you got it. 36 in the opener. And now Dissett, send it in. He got a rebound off his miss, couldn't get the and one, but he's got a dunk for a 4-point play.
Oh, good thing I saw it. I was looking for my other score sheet.
Try Frank as Minot leads, leans in, no good. Rebound Frank, shot fake, goes up, and he got hit. Probably going to go on Jack Kaiser, I think. Yep. And that will send Try Frank to the free throw line.
He's just such a smart player, Todd. I mean, defense on the football field, all-state, strong safety. I mean, he was one of the best in the state there, no doubt. Just so smart. And then you see him on the basketball court, just doesn't make mistakes. Got an over a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio.
Second free throw after the first make off the Serb Pro free throw line is no good. 1-point game, Minot on top, 13-12. Dissett, lightning quick, gets into paint. Oh, return to sender as Sheldon got it, but I think Try Frank got him down low.
I think it's going to be on
Medenwald.
On Medenwald, yeah, he's the one who kind of a little bit of a little push down low as Sheldon, the little volleyball spike. Checking in the game now here, Briley Bearstail will be coming back. Briley and Riley, 6'1" freshman twins.
Medenwald picks up his second, so he'll have to come off. And as you said, on for Mandan is Briley Bearstail.
Riley he's yet to score in the season.
Dissett at the Serb Pro free throw line, made the first. The 6'4" senior headed to NDSU, sets the second, and he makes it.
6 points now for Derek.
Minot's lead is 3. 9 minutes to play, halfway through the first half. Magi 15, Braves 12. Jablonski in the far corner. Mandan does a good job of keeping that weak side active. A lot of cutters, a lot of movement. You can't just focus in on the strong side trying to help if you're playing the Braves. Try Frank down to 10 to shoot. And he had his pocket picked by Dissett. Kaiser into the front court, almost taken away by Sheldon. Kaiser gets it back. Now to Conklin. Winchesky swings it to Schaefer. Straightaway Conklin, quick reversal. Dissett, corner 3 ball. No, rebound tipped. Ooh, almost in by Conklin.
I thought Conklin grabbed a hold of the rim too on that one. There's some high flyers.
Could have been a little in the cylinder offensive interference.
He was up there.
Don't say that a lot in a high school game.
No.
Frank from downtown, left wing, no good. Weak side board to Winchesky. Here comes Minot. Schaefer, his pass taken away by Sheldon. That's that length and athleticism of Hudson Sheldon.
Thought he was going to dump in the corner. Didn't realize how high Sheldon could jump.
Sheldon, little give and go. No, he couldn't finish it off the nice feed from Jablonski.
Oh, Coach Schaefer wanted the foul on that one.
Dissett double teamed on the wing. Drives around it, and Jablonski got into him a little bit. Coach Schaefer says, hey, how about that little contact on the other end?
I mean, I almost agree with him on that, Todd. As Sheldon went down the lane, there was contact. There was no question contact. And they let it go.
Second foul on Carson Jablonski.
Well, Coach Schaefer now has talked to every official as they've rotated on this after this timeout.
Saying he's got a job as a lobbyist when he stops coaching?
Started already, right? Today was the first day of
the session. Yeah. The halls of the state capitol across the river in Bismarck, I'm sure, were a busy one today. As from the Serb Pro free throw line, Derek Dissett is piling them up here in the first half. 3 for 4 from the charity stripe. Let's make it 3 for 5. Rebound cleared by Carson Jablonski, and here comes Mandan. Down by 4 of the Braves. Sheldon against Dissett. Comes cross court to Brownotter. Jump stop in the lane. Bearstail now to Jablonski. Crosses over. Skips it to Schaefer, and it's luckily, that was
hit by Church.
Tipped by Church, yep. It was first touched by Mandan, and then, by Minot, but then last touched by the Mandan Braves.
Bearstail could have caught it if he would have realized that Church hit it.
In for Minot is the 6'5" sophomore, Landon Bedell. Winchesky catch and shoot from the right side, missed everything. Gunville clears a weak side rebound.
Shot clock didn't reset.
Schaefer now to Bedell on a cut. There goes Dissett, fading and firing and knocking it down. And you get a Mandan Hubbard National Insurance timeout. Nice run here for the Magi. Hub International Insurance, located at 4204 Boulder Ridge Road in Northwest Bismarck. Breaking the action, Minot on top on your BNC Bank scoreboard, 18-12, 7:01 left first half. And we're back after this break on the PSP Network.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
But Simon, what about mold? Agent Marlon Old. He holds the world record for fastest mold remediation.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics. Visit minotbraces.com today or call 852-2646. Get started with a free virtual consultation. Prestwich Orthodontics. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store, located on South Broadway in Minot. They're there for all your packing and shipping needs. Out of the Brandon Schaefer timeout, Mandan has possession. Braves in their home whites. Look for a couple cutters, weave it up, and Carson Jablonski. Another rise ball here from Mandan High School tonight.
6 turnovers for the Braves, 4 for Minot. Braves have been forcing turnovers. To me, one of the keys of the game is Mandan was forcing 29.5 turnovers, and Minot was only under 10. That's just unheard of, as well as they take care of the basketball.
Minot with a high cross-court delivery. Caught by Nygaard, contested by Sheldon. Rebound cleared by Jablonski. Braves haven't scored in a while. It's 18-12. Minot has a lead of 6. Sheldon wants to go into Wincheski, backs his way in, step through, shot up, good.
That's a battle that's happened. They've been playing against each other a long time. I talked to his dad, and he said it has been some big-time battles between those two sophomores.
18-14, we took a little trip. Went with Colonel Jackson down to mighty Mississippi. Little Johnny Horton reference for you there as Morgan Nygaard can't connect from downtown. Minot on top by 4. Under 6 minutes to play first half here on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Sheldon wants to attack again. This time he got into Wincheski, and there's going to be a hold before the charge. And that's going to go on Eric Wincheski.
It's going to be 2 on Wincheski. We'll see if he comes out. He will come out, as there'll be a trio of magicians checking back in.
Jablonski comes off with his 2 personals. Try Frank back on. Sheldon has the trigger in up top for the Braves. Frank from the left wing. Reversal by Brown Otter to Bear's Tail, now to Church. Frank sets it high right side. Mandan will just weave it up until they get an opportunity to go. Sheldon shot fake, goes up, too strong, and it went off the standard. It'll be Minot basketball. We can tell you tonight's game brought to you by Jersey Mike's. You can vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Gunville starts the offense, a little high-low. Doucette tried to get it into Conklin. Tipped away. Minot still has it. Now Doucette right down Broadway. Two-hand slam dunk.
Frank goes for the steal, doesn't get it, and he goes right down Broadway, takes off outside the restricted area, and rammed it home.
Check the level on the rim.
And then he looked at the little kids underneath and went, did you see that? Did you see that?
What was the stop in action there?
They just wanted us to be able to get a chance to talk more about that dunk. That was for us, for our sake.
Oh, I love it.
I don't know who got posterized, but that was impressive. It wasn't Frank, because Frank was at half court.
He was a long ways out there too. That's that's a 2-foot jumper too. I mean,
yeah, that was big. Write that one down.
He told us last year he wanted to get a 360 in a game and a windmill. I don't doubt him. Try Frank operating, goes up, contested shot in the lane, no good. Rebound Nygaard. Minot on top by 6. Doucette has it, Goes against Bearstail, right around everybody for 2 more.
That was a blow by. Just a hesitation, kind of looked away from him and just whoop, went right by him down the lane, and Bearstail was left standing watching him.
The Derek Doucette show is on full display. Almost a kamikaze steal by Conklin. That could have been another flush if Minot High would have got that one, and instead you get a Hub International Insurance timeout. Contact your local Hub agents, Josh Cattell, Michael Borman at 355-3100 for all your insurance needs. 4:16 to play, first half. BNC Bank scoreboard. It's Minot 22, Mandan 14.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Stay tuned at halftime. We'll have our premier chiropractic halftime report. Dr. Kirk Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry-Domres can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. And Mandan High School Gym is the venue tonight, and it's been buzzing this entire time out. They're still talking about that Dominique Wilkins type of 2-foot flush that Derek Doucette had him a couple moments ago.
No doubt. You know, I was looking at this. We talked about these teams, Minot scoring 94 a game and Mandan 88. With 4 minutes left, Mandan's got 14. And what does that say about the defense of Minot?
Locked in.
Yeah, exactly.
Skip past to Bearstail. Sheldon up top. Jablonski around the defense, and you get a block. In the restricted area was Logan Conklin.
And he was leaning,
probably
too.
Moving, too, yeah. Just 5 team fouls on Minot High.
I think he thought he was going to get quick enough to get to the corner, get to that baseline, and didn't realize how fast Jablonski was.
Conklin's got 2. He'll have to come off.
Just 5 team fouls for Minot, so playing just great man-to-man defense.
Oh, Mandan, little sneaky move. Century used to run that one with Dalton Feeney, and the Braves executed it perfectly. Tri Frank lays it in.
Fake handoff to Carson Jablonski, then goes right towards the basket. Wide open layup.
Almost a tip-away steal there by Mandan's Hudson Sheldon. Nygaard probing, rising, no good. Oh, there's Doucette. Oh, he missed it. Sheldon rebounds, and here comes the Braves. Sheldon fires it backside. Church with the lay-in.
What a great job by Church to go behind the Minot defender, and Hudson Sheldon found him from up top.
22-18. Minot's lead is trimmed to 4. Kaiser reverses it to Schaefer. Try to get a post up to Doucette. Mandan helping smartly on that. Straightaway Gunville, catch and fire. No, wide right. Rebound, Kaiser had it. Taken away by Devin Church.
He comes down with that one. He's got an open layup. This good hustle by Kaiser, just couldn't come down with it.
Mandan has scored 4 straight. Braves have possession. Sheldon at the 28-foot line. Frank from downtown, too strong. Bearstail rebounds. Oh, return to center. Don't shoot that one around with Double D in the vicinity. Morgan Nygaard looks back door. Doucette gathers, blocked. Tit for tat.
I think that was Bearstail who got him.
Jablonski gives it off to Briley Bearstail. Not a Frank straight away. Sheldon open, launches. Whoa. Violently off the glass.
Almost crotched it in the corner of the rim.
Gunville goes alley-oop over to hit the 10. And now Mandan has possession. That would have been an interesting alley-oop position.
That was, I mean, he was going baseline and he saw him. It was just a bad pass.
Jablonski gets into the paint. Bearstail connects, or tries to connect from downtown, can't do it. Backside pass, Sheldon has it. Bully balling his way in, going up, missed a shot. Good contest there by Gunville. Sheldon got it back, lays it home.
Great quick hands by Hudson Sheldon. As you mentioned, that Gunville initially with a great defense.
Mandan has cut it to 2. Nice little answer here for the Braves late in the first half. 2 minutes to play, under 2 minutes to play. In the first stanza. Nygaard post up Doucette, short corner, rises over Bearstail, no good. Rebound tapped a couple times. Sheldon has it. Sheldon's just got a glide to him, doesn't he?
He's such a smart player, too.
Bearstail for the lead.
First bucket of the season for Briley Bearstail on the assist from Hudson Sheldon.
From downtown, the freshman gives Mandan a lead. Schaefer hounded there by Church. Now to Gunville. Skip pass to Kaiser. Backdoor tipped away by Church. Now Jablonski ahead of the pack, layup good.
Wow, he went by two Minot defenders like they were playing the two deep zone and went right by him and got a great dish.
Oh, there's Gunville with a crossover.
Hudson Sheldon was looking for help. Nobody was there.
Jager Gunville answers the streaking layup, as you said, for Jablonski. He went 0 to 60. And now you get a shot clock. Something was going on as the shot clock didn't quite reset right away.
That stopped that layup by Gunville. I think it was Gunville, right?
Yes.
That stopped a 11-0 run by Mandan.
Hey fans, today's game brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. You can contact them at rogerwardmovingandstorage.com to schedule a move or find a quote. Roger Ward Moving and Storage have been doing it since 1942. Today's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. No other choice to seal your heating and air game than Northern Plains Heating and Air. Half a minute to play first half. Mandan clinging to a 1-point lead. Post up Frank. Double team comes. Doesn't matter. Frank still wants to go up. Missed it. Got it back. Missed it again. Gunville clears, and now Minot probably going to go for one. Gunville holds up number one. Gives it off to Morgan Nygaard. Bedell, straightaway Nygaard, down to 7, down to 6, Dissett. Fading from the edge of the lane, no good. Sheldon had a hand on a rebound. Frank from three-quarter court. And I think he might have shuffled the puppies before he got that off, but instead, we'll go to the break with the Mandan Braves on top by a point. Our premier chiropractic halftime report comes up next. Halftime score on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Number 5, Mandan leads number 1, Minot, 25-24.
The magic of what we do really comes down to combining different aspects of patient care. Here at Premier Chiropractic, we love combining soft tissue work, the adjustment, and exercises together. We found that this gets the best results for our patients. We have 3 chiropractors to fit the needs of the entire family, a rehab area for our exercises and equipment, for any athlete to improve performance. Give us a call and we will get you back to doing what you love.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Points. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's a spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Back in our Premier Chiropractic halftime report. We're focused on improving the health of the Minot and surrounding areas through the most cutting-edge advances in natural health care today. Good to have Premier Chiropractic bringing you our halftime show and all of our PSP network broadcasts. Mandan leads 25-24, entertaining first half. Minot had a whole lot of Derek to set in that first half, but the Mandan Braves here had a lead of 1, and I just liked the way Mandan competed in that first half, and they certainly have a knack for spreading you out and making you play 5 spots on the perimeter defense.
They're so athletic.
Yep.
I think that's the part, and we talked about guys that have stepped up this year. Hudson Sheldon surely's one of them. We saw he probably has 5-6 rebounds, 6 points in the first half. Jablonski obviously has stood out. And then Try Frank, just one of those steady Eddie guys on the Mandan side. They responded. It was a 7-1 run by Minot, led by Derek Dissett, right? As he got him out to an 18-12 lead just after the halfway mark of that first half. And then it looked like Mandan was, wait a minute here, what's going to happen here? And they responded with 11-0 run of their own. And really it was the defensive side forced some turnovers. Minot now has 5 turnovers in the first half. But those turnovers turned into points. And, Minot got the last bucket of that first half on Gunville. It stopped that run. But, boy, you got to be pleased when you're playing against a team averaging 94 points a game, the #1 ranked team in the state of North Dakota, and you hold them to 24. I mean, they should be at 47 at this point, according to the stats, so almost half of what their average is at this point in time. So Coach Brandon Schaefer has to be extremely pleased at how their team played the first half.
Mandan recognizing their other winter sports, as you had the gymnastics teams out there, the wrestling, swim and dive. You had the hockey clubs out there. Mandan with a big hockey win yesterday, 1-0 over the Century Patriots. And so they do a nice job of recognizing their student athletes here at Mandan High School. And that's what we like to do on the PSP Network as well, is promote local athletes. That's our mission and our motto here at the PSP Network. Take a short break. First, let's look at a quick look at our schedule upcoming this week on the PSP Network. Tonight, you got Legacy Bismarck Hockey at Minot, along with Century at Minot Hockey. Scotty K show and a new Jordan Willem podcast come out tomorrow. Thursday night, you got Boys Wrestling Jamestown at Minot. Friday night, we'll be on the air. Chuck and Woody will have the call for Mandan at Legacy, girls and boys doubleheader. Boys basketball from Minot on Friday. Minot hosts Bismarck High. And then on Saturday, you've got a triple header. The Spruans take on the Majettes in girls hockey. Then you got girls basketball, Demons at Minot. That'll be a matchup there of 1-loss teams. And boys hockey, Davies at Minot High. Big week again on the PSP Network. So be sure to like and follow us on our social media channels to follow everything that PSP Network's doing.
So why the Spruans? I know the Bruins, but Shanley, just take one letter from Shanley and you go, I mean, where's the P?
South Shanley, I guess.
Sprue?
Don't ask me. We were talking about that earlier today, and it didn't quite add up for us either. So I'm glad it doesn't quite resonate with you either.
Well, I looked at what's the
graphic? Yeah.
Well, yeah. What is that? What's the Spruan?
The Spruan. Yeah.
Is it like a turducken?
It's like
kind of thing.
It's like a Bruin that has a head,
okay.
like a helmet.
Okay.
Like a Spartan Bruin. Spruan.
Spartan?
I don't know. Let's not even get into it.
All right. Basketball game. Nick, let Nick break that one down when he does the game, the hockey game.
All right, Chuck. While we're here, let's run through the numbers here in the first half as Mandan leads 25-24, and here's your Premier Chiropractic halftime numbers.
For Minot, 4 guys in the scoring column, led by Derek Dissett, 13 points for him, highlighted by the big dunk at the 5-minute mark that capped off that 7-1 run for Minot. 6 for Jaeger Gunville, 3 for Eric Wincheski, 2 for Grayson Schaefer. Conklin, Nygaard, neither one of those starters have gotten in the scoring column. 24 points total for Minot in the first half. For the Braves, 6 guys in the scoring column. Very balanced scoring. 6 for Hudson Sheldon. Try Frank also has 6. He's got a 3, a 2, and a 1. Briley Bearstail hit his first 3 of the game, of the season. He's got 3 points. Carson Jablonski has 5. TJ Brownouter has a 3. And then Devin Church has a backdoor 2. So 25 points. It was 15-12 through halfway mark. And we said that 11-0 run got Mandan a 25-22 lead. And the last bucket was scored by Jaeger Gunville to bring Minot within one. We're at halftime. Mandan leads 24-25, 25-24.
We'll take a break and we'll come back and get started with the second half from Mandan High School tonight's BNC Bank scoreboard at halftime as we put a wrap on our Premier Chiropractic Intermission Report. Dr. Kurt Mason, Dr. Cody Haugen, Dr. Becky Perry Domres can be found at premierchiropracticnd.com. Second half is next. Mandan on top, 25-24 on your BNC Bank scoreboard at the break.
Finding the right bank can be transformative for your small business. The best bank for your business will offer competitive fees and so much more. At BNC National Bank, our team is proud to offer you a helpful, supportive, above and beyond banking relationship. Starting to stress about the complexities of qualifying for a small business loan? BNC can guide you through the process with much less stress and likely far more success. Speak to one of our team members today.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
It's water. Boom. Agent Winston Otter. He's been called the human sponge.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a sport clip stylist.
Here?
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Got a little Neil Diamond. Getting the homestanding Mandan Braves crowd fired up. Getting set for the second half of basketball. Good to have you on the PSP Network tonight. Trevor Haas running the camera for us. Brandon Beaters, our executive producer. Todd Domres and Chuck Clairmont in the PSP Network broadcast booth tonight.
You know, there's good finds and there's good finds, Todd, because I'm trying to let some of the air out of my waistline. I haven't eaten a lot. I had such a headache. Bottom of my bag, a Cliff Bar. I mean, I haven't got that excited. Holy cow. Jablonski's bringing us hot dogs?
That could be the huge move of the night right there.
Don't think it's happening.
Yeah, we had a little problem there with our scoreboard. Went offline for just a second. We'll turn that off, and we can tell you that Minot High just took the lead right back.
Logan Conklin, nice little drop step.
Conklin gives Minot High a lead starting the second half of play. Mudengay turns it over. Here comes Minot High. Winchesky, Conklin, Gunville, Nygaard. Gunville probing, gives it right to Frank. Frank's going to go coast to coast. Tough shot, threw it up, got it back. Now he's going to operate bully ball, and it's an offensive foul on Frank.
Jaeger Gunville is frustrating the heck out of Frank right now because Frank thinks he can bully him. And, you know, you talk about a little pit bull or Wolverine. That's Jaeger Gunville. He is a defender. First foul on Frank.
Took a moment, got the scoreboard back. Just got to hit the refresh button once in a while, Charlie. Derek Dissett,
yeah.
A little nickel and dimer with the arm bar.
You know, we didn't talk about Mudengay in terms of he didn't score. He was set out with 2 personal fouls a long time, so having him on the floor is going to be beneficial for Mandan.
Weak side seal by Mudengay, gets it off to Sheldon. Straight away, Frank. Medenwald had a couple fouls. He set out for a lot of that first half as well. Jablonski, Rustin Medenwald, now to Frank. On the cut, Medenwald goes up, no good. Muddengay had a chance for a putback, couldn't corral it. Minot High has scored the only points here starting the second half. 16:35 to play in the basketball game. Minot 26, Mandan 25. Gunville looks over the top. Oh, there comes Sheldon. Oh. How about that takeaway? Now Sheldon wants to weave and count it. He got tangled up and he scored it.
Wincheski's going to get called for the foul, and he was losing his balance. TD almost falling down the floor. Just kind of throws it up over his head as he's going down, and it goes in.
The takeaway on one end, and then the finish, and the chance for the and one from the Serve Pro free throw line for the sophomore Hudson Sheldon.
It's going to be 3 on Wincheski, coming off that 23-point game against Legacy.
Back iron no good. Sheldon can't get the old-fashioned three-point play. Dissett in amongst 1, 2, 3 guys. And now you get a reach-in foul there on Muddengay. He's looking for the tie-up jump ball, but instead, Matt Muddengay has picked up his third personal.
Just couldn't help but come down and help out. Now he's going to come out. He's like, come on, man, I just got in. No. And he's like,
2 shots.
Derek, got to miss that set. Oh, he's got 2 shots, yeah. So
sub in after the first one here. Serve Pro brings you our free throws. Trained technicians, advanced technology, fire and water cleanup and restoration.
Was he shooting?
Serve Pro.
Was that?
He's collecting, I think, and probably going up. So I think they gave him the benefit of the doubt there. As Devin Church in, Muddengay off, and we're tied at 27 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot looking for a lead. No. Conklin rebounds, fires it right to the timeline. Brownotter has it, and here comes Sheldon right to the basket. 2 more for Hudson Sheldon.
Nice Euro step around Gunville, who came over to help out.
Dissett keeps that bounce alive. Oh, nice dime. Wide open on the fun side is Logan Conklin.
And it started because he kept control of the basketball. Thought he was going to jump stop on the baseline, spun away, and then Conklin cut right to the basket.
29 apiece, under 16 minutes to play in the game. TJ Brownotter has it between the rings. Sheldon, cross-court pass. Devin Church, straight away Sheldon for 3. No, in and out. Conklin, the long arms of the law, yanks that rebound out of there. Nygaard is open, stops and pops. Oh, return to sender. Sheldon is all over the place. Here comes Jablonski, pass fake goes up, missed the shot, but he's fouled. I think Conklin got him.
Hudson Sheldon a little tired. He's been going end to end, flying high in the air, and Jablonski just took it upon himself. When you can dribble as fast as he can, the Mandan guys were trying to sprint back. You know, as a coach, you're like, get back, get to the free throw. He caught him, dribbling the basketball, and literally just kind of ran into him.
Ooh. Conklin picked up his third. He's going to come off as Grayson Schaefer comes in, along with Minot High's Braden Nelson, the 6'4 junior.
And then Jablonski shoots it way short on the free throw. Just barely hits the front iron.
Second one for Jablonski. Swish.
6 points for him.
Mandan back on top, 30-29 on your BNC Bank scoreboard.
Speaking of open the door, I wouldn't have a problem if they opened the door for a little bit up here.
Schaefer on a cut, ratcheted out of bounds by Sheldon. It'll be Mandan basketball.
I'm hot and I'm not playing, and Devin Church is wearing a long sleeve shirt.
Looks like one of those wrestlers trying to drop weight.
Oh, man.
It is a little warmish in the gymnasium tonight here at Mandan High School. Post up to set, open, 2-hand, send it in, DD.
You can't overplay Derek Dissett. He was still going up, Todd, when he threw that one down. The head got to the rim on that dunk.
Another 2-hand slamma-jamma for Derek Dissett. He's making a habit of that. Minot by a point. Tough shot contested by Frank, cleared by Dissett. Coach Schaefer up saying, hey, got hit in the arm. Nygaard sets for 3. No, short. Rebound, Schaefer. Ooh, grabbed that nicely. Now to Gunville. Tried to attack Frank, couldn't do it. Minot High sets the offense. Dissett leaves it for Gunville. Gunville into the painted area. Oh, there's a block. Sheldon now has a breakout, and he's going to fly in, contact, and he draws a foul.
Gunville was not letting him dunk that one. He saw, after he had the high-flying three-point block on Nygaard, and he saw Sheldon take off, he just did the wind sprint and said, nope, no dunk on this side. Just a smart play by a senior in Gunville. And it wasn't dirty, it was a good foul. He helped him up right away.
Yep, yeah. You know, we've seen some athletic freaks, I'd say, over the years, but tonight with Derek Doucette and this sophomore Hudson Sheldon, they are putting an athletic display on. Block shots, dunks, they both have a different type of feel to them on the basketball court.
And Sheldon just comes from an athletic family. His father, Scott, played at Marion basketball. Sister Morgan played last year for the girls. Maya, we talked about her tonight. Mother Mandy, pretty good track athlete at University of Marion.
Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Mandan back up on top by 1. Scott Sheldon, of course, the Mr. Basketball candidate from Regent. Back in the day, as there's a turnover, a little unforced error for the Magi.
I don't. All I remember is in amateur basketball, there wasn't a shot he didn't like.
Mandan leads by 1. 14 minutes to play in the contest. Frank, tough shot in amongst the trees. Creates some space, got it back. Double teamed, out to Brownotter, short corner. Medenwald, shot up, yep, and 1.
What a nice dump down by Brownotter, and then a crafty spin move to the baseline by Medenwald.
And it just probably the best play of that whole series was made by Tri Frank, because you know dang well he wanted to shoot that thing.
He wanted to drop step and take out 2 guys.
He was going to be like a bowling ball in amongst the pins, and he was going to create some damage, but the best play was to kick it out, 2 extra passes, and then you get Medenwald for the and 1. Can't finish the old-fashioned three-point play.
So he's averaging in double figures, just got his first bucket. Muddingay hasn't scored yet, and he's averaging 14 a game.
Mandan leads by 3, Minot back. Winchesky in the paint, too strong, but I think Jablonski got him down low and got him on the arm. And Carson Jablonski just picked up his 3rd. Eric Winchesky off of a 23-point contest in the win over Legacy on New Year's Eve at the free throw line.
That had to be a push down below. I don't think he got him up top. Even though the official said that, he wasn't close to him up high. It looked to me like he had that left hand on the down low on his back.
Winchesky from the Serve Pro free throw line. Second one rattles in. Eric gets 1 of 2, and we can tell you tonight's game brought to you in part by Prestwich Orthodontics, specializing in braces and Invisalign for all ages. Call 852-2646 or visit minotbraces.com.
Well, Muddingay is trying to get a sweat going. I don't think he's got one yet. Hasn't been in long enough. Doesn't take much today, but.
Muddingay looks backside for Jablonski. Somehow Carson comes out of there with it. Bounces it down low. Muddingay, extra pass Sheldon, set for 3. Hello!
Sheldon missed his first 3. He was 1 for 14 before hitting that one from the baseline.
Really did a nice job of collecting and almost went to a set shot almost.
That's what he's been shooting, TD.
Had his feet under him. Winchesky, hesitation, slips through, scores.
Wow. Slips through his right, turned his body, somehow got between 2 defenders, fallen down, used the English off the backboard.
Muddingay missed everything from the left side for 3.
Looking at his hands like, hey, well.
It's been one of those nights for Matt.
Yeah, he wants to forget about it. But you know what? There's lots of game, and that's one of those things you got to have a short memory if you're an athlete.
He's only been on the court for about 2 minutes. Mandan leads by 3, 37-34 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot has it. Kaiser, quick step for Winchesky. Oh man,
my goodness.
Hit hard.
Oh.
He got undercut by Rustin Medenwald.
Somebody get out there right away because he came back and hit his head on the ground.
Count the basket for Winchesky, and now you just hope the young man is okay.
He went high up in the air. Nothing on purpose. I mean, it was just, he went so high up in the air and it just kind of hit him on the he's popping up right now, but scary.
Medenwald got the foul. Winchesky gets the and 1. The Sanford team out quickly to make sure that
He'll get a concussion protocol check right now, Todd. They'll have to bring somebody in to shoot the free throws. They brought Nygaard in.
Bring Nygaard in, yep, to shoot. So you credit.
Who gets to pick? The Mandan gets to pick, because Nygaard's 9 of 21 from the free throw line.
No, Minot picks.
Well, okay, that's.
I get your point, though. Maybe it is a Mandan pick. Hey, heck with you, Chuck Clairmont.
Exactly. What do you know?
There's the old-fashioned three-point play. Don't see it by two guys very often.
No.
On the same possession as Morgan Nygaard got his first point of the game. Muddingay a little out of control as we're tied at 37. Sheldon with a shot fake. Spins against Gunville. Extra pass, wide open. Medenwald for three. No, back iron. A rebound, climbing the ladder was Jack Kaiser. Minot has it into the hands of Derek Dissett. Conklin, Nygaard, now Gunville. Extra pass, Dissett for three. No. Rebound, Sheldon had a hand on it. Cleared by Muddingay.
Dissett shooting a lot more threes this year. I think that's one of the things that he's working on it in the summer.
Sheldon, little step back in the lane, no good. Rebound, Gunville. Coach Winchesky says, go. There's Gunville. Oh, another layup. Oh, he missed that one. And then two Minot guys got tangled up. Now ahead of the pack, Jablonski collects, scores.
What a nice dish by Sheldon. Just soft pass it over the defenders of Minot, knowing that Jablonski was going to be able to track it down.
39-37, Braves on top. Gunville can give Minot a lead, and he does from downtown. First three of the night for Jager Gunville. And a timeout on the courts. Brought to you by Hub International Insurance. Hub is a leading North American insurance brokerage. Well, this one sets up to be a dandy. Keep it locked right here to the PSP network. 11:14 to play in a game. BNC Bank scoreboard. Minot over Mandan, 40-39.
We look forward to serving you here at your local community bank.
Look inside the Mandan huddle there. Brandon Schaefer giving instructions to his teams. Been back and forth. Contest tonight, as you can tell you that tonight's game brought to you in part by Planet Pizza. Got the largest laser tag playground in the region. Mouth-watering pizza and wings. Planet Pizza, out of this world. Call them at 852-1700. This game also brought to you in part by Roger Ward Moving and Storage. Look them up at RogerWardMovingandStorage.com to schedule a move or find a quote. And tonight's game also brought to you in part by the UPS store on South Broadway in Minot, located in the Marketplace Foods Plaza for all your packing and shipping needs.
Patriot boys lead the Demons 49-27 at half, and Legacy over St. Mary's by 2 with 8 minutes left.
Carson Jablonski. Now Frank wants to go. Medenwald attacking. Boy, you don't see somebody scoring over Derek Dissett very often, but that's exactly what Rustin Medenwald did right there.
Or around him.
Yeah, around him, yeah.
4 points for Medenwald. A lot more active offensively this second half.
Almost a takeaway by Frank. Now, who touched it last? Last touched by, they say, Rustin Medenwald is...
Coach Winchesky just walked away. Didn't even want to smile. He's got a little bit of a smile, Todd. Little Dean Winchesky smile. I think.
Get the home crowd saying, I don't know about that one, as Mandan has sent in Riley Bearstill now, the 6'1" freshman. So you got Jablonski, Frank, Medenwald, Riley Bearstill, and Muddingay on the court for the Mandan Braves. Post up Conklin. Rises off the side of the backboard violently. Out to Gunville. Can he hit another one? Yep.
That was bad pop for Mandan. A bad shot by Conklin, and somehow it got to Gunville wide open from the left wing.
Minot by a deuce, 43-41. On the cut, Muddingay fires it to Medenwald. Straight away, Bearstail. Freshman in the lane, rises, in and out. Heartbreak Hotel. Kaiser, oh, he almost had his pocket picked by Jablonski, but there's Dissett. Reversal to Nygaard, extra pass Gunville. Now he's got an itchy trigger, just made a couple threes. Yeah. Dissett wants to cross over, can't do it. Gunville now with 15 to shoot for the Magi. They lob it to Conklin, taken away by Frank. Good weak side defense there for Mandan. Frank Euro stepping, gliding, and finishing.
Good job anticipating that pass on the defensive side, and then just took it all the way himself, under control.
Gunville, a little head and shoulder fake. They drop it down low. Conklin, good position, scored.
Nice job getting big down low. Good drop, bounce pass by Gunville.
Just when Mandan ties it up, Minot takes a lead. 45-43. Magi on top by a deuce. Muddengay, his pass tipped. Taken away by Minot. Looking for another post up to Conklin. They get it into him. In the lane, pulls up from 10, no good. Rebound off the iron a couple times.
Hey, when you box out, you don't have to jump.
Rebound cleared by Tri Frank. Jablonski, Bear's tail. Oh, in and out. Rebound Nygaard, looking ahead for Dissett. Gunville thought about it. Comes to the left elbow, keeps the bounce alive. Handoff Dissett. Down the left side of the lane, spins into a double team, poked away, and taken away by Mandan.
You get in that lane with Dissett, he is triple teamed like immediately, like flies.
Mandan got a stop. Can they get a hoop? You got Muddengay working for a position down low. Straight away, Carson Jablonski. He'll crank for three. Almost banked it in, way too strong.
He doesn't shoot too many threes.
Nygaard into the front court. Jablonski squares him up. Nygaard jousted. Frank return to sender. It'll be Minot basketball.
Nygaard got by Jablonski, and then good help from the weak side by Tri Frank.
Hey fans, tonight's game brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's. You can vote for this week's Jersey Mike's Player of the Week on the PSP Network Facebook page. Jersey Mike's is a sub above. Dissett has it. Shot faking, double team in the paint. Bedell is on for Minot High, and that's a charge. Conklin buried that shoulder into Matt Muddengay.
4 on Conklin as Rip tried to go to baseline, and Conklin anticipated that very well.
Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Northern Plains Heating and Air. They got 25 years experience as your heating and air experts. You can find them online at northern-plains.com. Thanks to BNC Bank for bringing you our scoreboard tonight. Your life's busy. They make managing money easy. Locations in North Dakota and Arizona. Visit BNC Bank online at bnc.bank. Bearstail gets a post up to Muddengay, and he just returned the favor.
Great help on the weak side by Dissett as he had Nygaard stuck on the block. They got it to him, but tremendous help by Dissett. I mean, he not only is a great offensive player, he's just a tremendous defensive player.
Muddengay's got 4 personals. Mandan was trying to sub him out. Couldn't get a sub to the bench quick enough. Dissett wants to drive. Yep. And one.
You know, one thing he's added to is strength, Todd. You know, not only does he have that athletic ability to jump and the leaping, we know he's got that, but he gets inside, he gets 2 hands on the basketball, and he's got people draped all over him like that, and he's able still to go up and get it.
20-point ball game for Derek Dissett. Looking for the old-fashioned three-point play to put his team up 5. Back iron, no good. Medenwald clears the carom, and here comes Mandan. Sheldon, the lane opens. Sheldon leaves it for Brown Otter. Extra pass to Medenwald, now to Jablonski. Jabs right, goes left, spins. Back to Brown Otter for 3. No. Back iron, a long rebound to Nygaard. Dissett on the wing, goes around Jablonski. Oh, what a step through. Oh, but he missed it. Went up and pogo stick to rebound and scored it.
Good timeout by Coach Winchesky. His starting 5's a little bit tired right there.
And with 7:18 to play in the basketball game, we break a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. You can call them for all your personal and business insurance needs. BNC Bank scoreboard, it's Minot 49, Mandan 43 with 7:18 to play in the contest.
Every 10 minutes, 3 people in the United States will die from a preventable incident. More people are dying on our roadways and in their homes than ever before, but that's where the North Dakota Safety Council can help. Safety is our mission, from the workplace to any place. We're a private nonprofit that offers more than 150 training courses that are dynamic, hands-on, and effective. From CPR and first aid to driver safety and even workplace violence preparedness, we want to make sure your loved ones come home safe each night. Go to ndsc.org to see how together we can make a difference.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Well, it's been a hard-fought game. I haven't seen Eric Winchesky come back to the Minot bench yet after taking that spill here earlier in the half.
He got up right away. I mean, he was down for 30 seconds, got up, walked him off. There, he's coming back in, TD.
Oh, there he is. Still getting assistance from the orthopedic and sports medicine staff here.
I don't think so. I think they're saying nope.
Mandan has possession. Down by 6 are the Braves. Sheldon, open Jablonski, couple extra passes. Three-pointer for Church, contested by Doucette. Rebound Church, gives it off to Jablonski, goes up, blocked. Schaefer denies that one at the rim.
Yeah, I think, Todd, as he handed like the concussion thing to Coach Winchesky, took it, just kind of threw it down like, okay, that's what, you have got to be safe.
Yep.
And he knows it. It's his kid. He just, all right, I get it.
Sheldon off a little flex cut on the inbounds. Might have got away with a hook. Extra pass Medenwald. Mandan could use a hoop here. They're down by half a dozen. Jablonski trying to create. Too strong. Rebound Medenwald. Gives it straight away to Brownotter. Second chance for the Braves. Church, handoff. Jablonski. Now to Medenwald. Spinning. Shot blocked. I think Bedell got a piece of that.
Yeah, from down low.
Now down low. Bedell layup. Good.
Oh, good job running the floor by Landon Bedell. Just in, the 6'5 sophomore.
That baby had Velcro on the 10.
8-0 run.
Minot by those 8 points. Jablonski backing his way in, fades middle of the lane. Mandan has gone cold.
They are snake bit right now.
Minot looking to run and extend this lead here as Nygaard picks up the bounce. Between the rings to Doucette. Schaefer always passes tipped by Sheldon. Sheldon's going to go up, and he's fouled. Schaefer got him from behind.
Turnover at half court. Another steal by Sheldon, and Grayson Schaefer, again, wasn't letting anything spectacular happen for Mandan. Said, I'm going to let fellow sophomore earn it.
Schaefer picks up his second, and to the Serve Pro free throw line goes the sophomore Hudson Sheldon.
16 in the game, or excuse me, 15. I guess I gave him that one.
Mandan can't buy one right now.
No, they have not scored in this last 9 minutes, because it was 45-43 at the end of, well, I say at the end of 3. I keep track by 9 minutes. And they have not scored in the last 3.5 minutes.
Second one for Hudson Sheldon. Swish.
Gets it. 16 for Hudson. Stop that run.
And hasn't been much offensively this second half, except for Hudson Sheldon for Mandan.
Three guys scored.
Touchdown lead. Doucette to the elbow, leaves it down low. Bedell. Muddengate couldn't do much with it, and there's Landon Bedell.
How about that, having your 9th guy to come off? He comes in and has 2 big buckets in the 4th quarter.
Muddengate's pass tipped by Schaefer. Minot has a turnover. Gunville sets the offense with the Magi leading by 9. Schaefer gives it off to Doucette. He turns the quarter, and he buried into the defense. That's going to be a charge, as Doucette said, yep. He kind of just nodded his head like he knew it.
Hey, that's a risky play for Muddingay, but he had to try to do something as he came across from the weak side as Doucette had beaten his guy on that curl.
Derek Doucette picks up his second on the offensive foul.
There's not enough.
We're looking for
good adjectives to talk about Doucette and things he does.
Looking for a towel now to mop up the floor. We can tell you that after the game we'll have our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads postgame. Planning team financial advisors helping clients work towards financial freedom, and Shots Crossroads, your postgame headquarters, where you can order online at shotscrossroads.com. Well, Mandan has been stuck in neutral here for a couple minutes.
They need a big shot. Need like a TJ Brownouter 3, but Gunville, he is following him around.
Mandan sets a play out of this timeout as Sheldon handoff Jablonski. Double high screen for him. They look back door, can't get it. Frank straight away, thinks about it. Frank wants to attack, contested shot, got it.
Hey, that was about a 9-7 on difficulty as he was hanging in the air, looked to pass it, and then shot it on the way down.
Frank's got 10. Bedell with a deep post up, double teamed, off his hand, touched the end line, and Mandan got a stop.
Trying to get the crowd into it as Coach Schaefer gets down to his guys on the bench and, hey, let's go. You know, we need a little cheering. We got to get the crowd into it.
I looked down at the Mandan coaching staff and Coach Winchesky too with that suit on, and Mandan with the hoodies on. Those guys got to be hot.
Yeah.
Jablonski down low, picked up his bounce, extra pass, Muddengate for 3.
Yep! Finally, he says, good pass by Carson Jablonski.
Down to a 4-point game. 5 straight for the Braves. Coach Winchesky holds up the fist. Gets a high screen and roll for Nygaard. And almost a tip away in the passing lane. Dissett somehow gets it back. Now he wants to attack. Outside, Gunville flies into the lane. Extra pass Nygaard. Extra one to Schaefer. Has to shoot it to beat the shot clock. No good. Flat-footed rebound to the Braves and Muddengate. Mandan with 3.5 to play in the contest has trimmed it to 4.
And they got the crowd into it, Todd.
Muddengate thinks about a 3. Into the lane, rises, in and out, and back down.
Well, hey, no better time to start than with 4 minutes left in the game for Muddengate. Took him that long to score, and he's got back-to-back buckets.
Down to a 2-point game. 53-51 on your BNC Bank scoreboard with 3 minutes to play in the contest. Schaefer, Gunville, he'll launch. No, short. Rebound, Brownouter, and Mandan can tie with a deuce. Take a lead with a 3. Mandan goes pick and pop to try Frank. Skips it cross court to Muddengate. He'll go for the lead. Bang!
Back to back to back now for the senior Muddengate.
Muddengate gives Mandan a lead. And a timeout on the court. Somebody woke up the senior Matt Muddengate, and Mandan leads by 1 with 2:38 to play in the game. BNC Bank scoreboard, Mandan 54, Minot 53. Back with the finish of this one after this break on the PSP Network.
Many of our clients come to us already accomplished in their lives and on the right track. However, whether it's in response to a life-changing event or you are nearing retirement, you can sleep well knowing that together we have planned for both life's opportunities and challenges. And no matter what happens, we are here to help guide you.
Those dashes at the bottom of that scoreboard represent the timeouts for each team. Minot's got 1 timeout remaining. Mandan's got 3 timeouts remaining. As the Braves have came all the way back, they lead by 1.
11-2 run, TD, after Minot went up 51-43.
Minot out of the Winchesky timeout. Schaefer for 3. No, off the 10.
I think that was the look that Coach Winchesky wanted.
Mandan gets a stop. Frank comes near side to Jablonski. Way up top to Riley Bearstail. Sheldon gets a post up to try Frank. Wide open straight away. Jablonski for 3. Hello!
Inside out, try Frank to a wide open look from the senior Jablonski.
The Braves are cooking. They lead by 4. Under 2 minutes to play in the game. Nygaard gets a screen. Nope, slips it. Does Conklin from the left baseline. Wants to go. Fires a pass. Corner. Gunville for 3. Short. Rebound to try Frank.
That was an open look for. Thought that was going to be money.
Braves are feeling it. Mandan with 1:30 to play in the game, nursing a 4-point lead. Bearstail from the corner, comes up top to Medenwald. Frank has it, pawing at it there is Dissett, and that's going to be a charge. Yep.
He's got to be careful. He said he flopped so bad. I wasn't paying attention, Todd, but that's what Frank was saying to the official.
Frank picked up his second, as almost Dissett kind of baited him into that.
Then he told Coach Schaefer, you got to sit down. I like this official. Walked all the way over, didn't show him up, just said, hey, you got to sit down. Okay, let it go. That's a very veteran official right there.
57-53, the Braves crowd comes alive, coaxing their team to try to get a stop. Kaiser is on, and I get a reach in on Frank.
Wow. Here's the thing, you make that lip like that on this side, you're not going to get away with the ticky-tack stuff that he had been earlier. He had got a lot of kind of hold and stuff that he had got away with, and once you kind of, I don't want to say show up the official, but once you do that, Todd, that's it.
Jager Gunville on the season, folks, is a 89% free throw shooter. Sets the bonus. Oh, wow. Got a friendly roll there. Did Jager Gunville.
13 for Gunville.
3-point game from the Serve Pro free throw line. Gunville twines that one.
Well, he's had a good game.
Down to a 2-point game. It's officially in the pressure cooker with 60 seconds to play, and we get a Hub International Insurance timeout on the court. Mandan wants it. It's a full timeout. We break. 1:01 to play in the contest. Mandan 57. Minot 55 on your BNC National Bank scoreboard.
All right, bring it up. Come on. Someone's got to call a play. All right, let's go. I right, zoom, spider 2, Y banana. You don't like that one, okay. I right 40 power? No. You don't want that one either? All right, go kick off. Get out of here, let's go.
First Western is your independent community bank with all the online conveniences you want and an experienced team you can count on.
First Western Bank and Trust. You can bank on us.
Now, this has been all we thought. 2 undefeated teams going toe-to-toe in a WDA early season conference game in the early parts of January. 57-55, Mandan by a deuce. It'll be Mandan basketball triggered in front of their own bench. Medenwald, Muddengay, Jablonski, Frank, Sheldon out there for Mandan, Conklin, Schaefer, Dissett, Nygaard, Gunville out there for Minot High. Medenwald will get it into Jablonski. Minot's man-to-man. Muddengay off a curl, almost threw it away. Muddengay extra pass Medenwald. Back to Sheldon. Sheldon comes cross court to Jablonski. Ooh, somehow kept that pivot foot alive. Morgan Nygaard got a little contact. Oh, now a pocket picked as there's Dissett taking it away, and now in transition, there's going to be a foul whistled on Carson Jablonski, and that's going to send Derek Dissett shooting a bonus.
Mandan just looked out of sorts that possession, Todd. Just a great job coming from behind to set off his man, Medenwald, to make that steal.
Dissett with a big free throw, got it. Down to a 1-point game.
21 for Dissett. A little bit under his average, but boy, they play tough D on him, and he has been evident throughout this basketball game that he's been offense, defense.
75% free throw shooter on the season.
He's tired, still two.
Dissett second, we're tied. 41 seconds to play in the contest, but a 10-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Minot cranked it up defensively on the last possession. Let's see if the Braves can answer. Down to 30 seconds to play. 15 to shoot for the Braves. Medenwald comes cross court to Jablonski, lost his footing, and it's touched by whom?
I don't know if somebody tipped it. He pointed to him right away saying somebody tipped it. I couldn't tell. Coach Winchesky saying, yep, that's right.
Officials get together and say it's Mandan basketball. A dozen seconds to shoot for Mandan.
I think Coach Schaefer wants a timeout, yep.
Yep, Mandan's still got 2 timeouts remaining. And a full timeout on the court. keep this one right here. Game reset. Mandan with 9 team fouls. Mandan with 8. So the next foul for Mandan will have Minot shooting a double bonus. 1 timeout remaining for Minot High. 2 for Mandan. 22.4 seconds remaining. 57 apiece on your BNC National Bank scoreboard. Mandan will have 12 seconds to shoot out of this Brandon Schaefer Hubbard National Insurance timeout.
And Mandan, their last few possessions have not been good. After they made that 11-2 run, they've had 3 really poor possessions. So that's probably a good time to make a timeout to run some type of play. And who do you go to? Mudingay's kind of been the guy of the hour. With 4 minutes left, he hadn't scored yet.
Well, and they put Dissett on Sheldon, so he's kind of been neutralized the last few possessions. So I'm thinking that you get Frank or Jablonski attacking the basket. You know, maybe you put the ball in the hands of Matt Mudingay and see what he can do here, but we'll figure it out.
See who's, they don't have any of the shooters. Their shooters, like Brownhour's not in the game. He would be one guy that I would think you potentially would have him in the game, but who would you take off, obviously, as Medenwald has been played so good defensively.
Jablonski will trigger it in. Minot's been man-to-man the entire contest. Frank has it. They look for a curl. Now they post up Medenwald. Dissett trying to deny Sheldon. Sheldon wants to attack. Down to 4 to shoot from the volleyball line. No good. Long rebound. Battle for. It's going to be tied up. Arrow's going to belong to Mandan.
And they will get a chance for the last second shot now. Wow. That was just great defense by Minot. Forced a 28-foot set shot by Hudson Sheldon, and then Mendenwald just dove on the basketball as Nygaard came down with the rebound on the ground.
Brandon Schaefer's going to burn his final timeout. High drama here from Mandan High School. Everybody's on pins and needles to see if their beloved Braves can hit a game winner, or potentially Minot gets a stop and sends us to overtime. But now Mandan can dribble it down and take a last-second shot and not give Minot High a chance, as ball will be underneath Mandan's basket.
They tried to get Mudingay down low in a post, but they had Conklin on him. Conklin strong and athletic, and he just did a great job playing the post defense down low.
I wonder if you go to that inbounds play earlier where Tri Frank did that kind of fake handoff.
Because the ball's underneath, right?
Yep. So it's set up for it. We'll see if that's what Mandan chooses to deploy.
I'd give it a shot, and I would take whoever is Dissette's guarding, and I would put him like at half court. Or maybe outside. Take him out. See,
here we go.
He's too close to the basket.
9.3 seconds to play. Mandan safety valves it up top to Mudingay. Now to Sheldon from the left wing. Looks for a post up to Frank. Sheldon fires it up top. Jablonski for the win. He got it! Ring it up! Carson Jablonski with the game winner. An instant classic on the PSP network tonight. Couple of good extra passes on that final possession. Jablonski had a look, and he absolutely buried it. The senior comes through with threes, a couple of them in the waning stages of the basketball game, and Mandan stays undefeated. Minot High will taste defeat for the first time this season, and we welcome you to our planning team financial advisor Shots Crossroads post-game show, as we're going to get a word for head coach Brandon Schaefer and one Carson Jablonski, as Chuck Clairmont down on the sidelines has gotten Brandon Schaefer. Take it away, Chuck.
Well, Coach, what a game. I mean, back and forth this entire game. There was leads, there was runs, there was 4 different runs, 2 by Minot and 2 by you guys. You survived, and then a tremendous shot for the victory.
Yeah, that was, I mean, Minot is a great team, and to beat them, I mean, it's been a while since we beat them, and it took a total team effort. There was a stretch in the first half where Briley Bearstail had to get on to set. It was like last 3 minutes of the first half, we were down 22-14, and we ended the half, and we're up at half 25-24. And Briley had great energy, hit a 3 in the corner. Second half, Matt was out of the game. He didn't have a great game, but we kept talking to him on the bench. We need you. And second half, late in the game, I mean, he makes 2 huge shots, scores around the rim. I mean, it was a great team win. Everyone contributed. It's a lot of fun.
You know, you mentioned defensive effort tonight. Minot comes in, scoring 90-plus points a game. You hold them at 24 at halftime, and then well under their average at second half. That just, I mean, talk about the defensive intensity and the effort that you put out tonight.
Yeah, defensively, we preach every day, no middle, and keep them off the boards. I don't know what they ended up for offense rebounds. I know the first half, I think they had 3. But defensively, our guys just fly all over the court, and we just want them to have ball pressure, and we did just a great job guarding the ball, and our help side defense. I don't know how many times they tried throwing the lob, and our backside defender goes and takes it. And I'm so proud of our effort, and I just can't wait to get back to work tomorrow at practice and keep getting better.
Yeah, you talk about practices and whatever else. How much is it helping you preparing for this game tonight, watching that Legacy game and how Legacy defended him?
Absolutely. That was a dogfight at Legacy, and, you know, Coach Horner does a lot of great things defensively. We took some of the things that they did schematically, and I mean, the kids put it on the court tonight, and just proud of how they responded. You know, there's a lot of times in the game where we could have just, you know, hung our head and gave up. You know, I mean, there was an 8-point game again, or 9-point game with less than 5 to go, and we just have a lot of heart, and just can't say enough how proud I am of these guys.
Great job, Coach. I think there's going to be a lot of close games this year. A lot of great teams. Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, Carson, step in here. You got a lot of fans out there. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And, you know, what a game for you. 3-point shot. I think you made 1 coming into it.
Yeah.
Then you hit 2 huge threes down the stretch, including that last one. You got to talk to me about the confidence you had in that look. Was that a look? Was it set for you, or you just happened to be the guy that had it?
I was just at the right place at the right time. That was not for me. I think they're a good team, so I think it's just the atmosphere and our bench getting hype, and that's what got me the confidence after hitting that first one too.
You know, watching you guys play, your success in the football season really is kind of fallen over into this with you and Try and Rustin, and I mean, you bring that defensive intensity. To me, that's what got you guys the victory tonight, is that defense you guys played tonight.
Oh yeah, well, Coach West, he really appreciates our defense, and we do his West defense every day, and he appreciates us to work hard, communicate, and we just wanted more tonight on the defensive side.
You didn't have very good possessions, about 3 before that last one. What was the play that was actually drawn up?
That last play?
Yeah.
That was get the ball, throw it up, get everyone get out of the way, and let Try post up. That was the play. And then didn't go as well, and I was just there.
Well, got to you. Congratulations. Great win and great shot.
Thank you.
Try, do what you need to do. Get it to me, right, TD? Back up to you.
Well, it worked as Mandan gets the victory tonight, 60-57. You heard there from head coach Brandon Schaefer and one Carson Jablonski, who has the game winner tonight for the Mandan Braves. Our planning team financial advisor, Shots Crossroads post-game rolls on. We'll come back and put a bow on this one tonight. Good action here from Mandan High School tonight, as it's a split. Minot girls win, and the Mandan boys win the boys contest. Final score, BNC Bank scoreboard, is Mandan 60, Minot High 57.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.
It's time for the Shots Crossroads and Planning Team Financial Advisors postgame show. Now for a look at game stats and analysis. Let's go to the postgame show.
Well, the Mandan Gymnasium was buzzing tonight, and that's the final score on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Mandan victorious 60-57. Mandan led at halftime 25-24. And Minot High tastes defeat for the first time this season. They fall to 6-1, 5-1 in conference play. Mandan stays undefeated. They're 4-0 overall and 3-0 in conference play. Back in our Planning Team Financial Advisors Shots Crossroads postgame, whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors here to help you work towards achieving your financial goals. You can visit them online at planningteam.com. And Shots Crossroads. Get filled up on their delicious menu that includes the famous 99. Order online at shotscrossroads.com. A few things to take care of here is our Planning Team Financial Advisor Shots postgame show. It comes to you from Mandan High School. As Mandan wins this one by 3. And Chuck, first thing let's do is run through those final numbers as the Braves stay undefeated.
All right, for the Magicians, 22 of the 57 came from Derek Doucette, as he was just strong throughout this basketball game. 13 at the half, 9 in the second half. 14 for Jaeger Gunville. He had a strong game for him. 8 for Eric Winchesky, 6 for Logan Conklin. We hope Eric's okay too, as he went into a concussion protocol. He came back, sat in the bench, but did not come back in. So we're hoping he's okay. Logan Conklin had 6. 4 for Landon Bedell. Grayson Schaefer had 2, and then 1 for Morgan Nygaard. That's all he scored tonight. So you talk about the defensive effort by Jablonski on him, as he was averaging 13 points a game, and he just scored 1. And that was when he came in to shoot the free throw after Winchesky went out on an and 1. That total of 57. They had 24 at halftime and 35 the second half. For the Braves, they had 3 guys in double figures, led by the 16 of the sophomore Hudson Sheldon. 10 in the second half, 9 of those in the first 9 minutes. 14 for Carson Jablonski. 2 big threes down the stretch. Scored their last 6 points of the game. Tri Frank was in double figures with 10. 8 for Matt Muddingay, and he had 0 through the first, 18 and 14, the first 32 minutes of the game. Then he had 8 big points on back-to-back-to-back possessions, and that's what he ended with. Good job by Coach talking to him and saying, hey, I just kept telling him, stay in the game, stay in the game. And we had mentioned that in the beginning of the game when he wasn't doing anything. So he finishes with 8 points. 4 for Medenwald, 3 for TJ Brownotter, and 2 for Devin Church. Briley Bearstail also hit his first 3 of the game for their 60. It was 25-24 at half. That was a 7-1 run to end that first half. Minot had a 7-1 run, then 11-0 run to get Mandan in the lead, which is what Coach talked about. Coach Schaefer talked about that they kept their heads up, stayed right in it. So Mandan was up 25-24, and Minot had taken a lead 51-43. They were up 8. They were cruising, and somehow Mandan dug deep and came back and had 11-2 run themselves. The game was tied at 57 until that big 3 at the end of the game by Jablonski, as Mandan wins it 60-57.
Yeah, from that high water point where Minot led by 8, Mandan finishes the game on a 17-6 run. The Braves led by the 16 points of Hudson Sheldon. Minot paced by the 22 of Derek Doucette. Well, we're going to do this one right on the fly, partner, as we didn't even visit about these, but we're going to move right into our Move of the Game, brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. They can help you move across town or across the country. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. I guarantee if it would have been in the first half, it would have been the two-hand high rising slam dunk by Derek Dissett. But our Jobbers move of the game tonight is?
Well, it's pretty hard to not go get with that three-pointer to win the basketball game for Carson Jablonski. With time running down, he hit it with under a second left, and then Minot could not get a shot off. Carson Jablonski hits our Jobbers moving and storage move of the game.
Hard to beat the game winner for the senior Jablonski. Jobbers brings you our move of the game, their efficient step-by-step approach to move management. Keeps everyone on the same page. Locations in Bismarck, Minot, Fargo, and Aberdeen. Find them online at jobberswarehouse.com. Quick look at our upcoming PSP schedule. Thursday nights, you've got boys wrestling, Jamestown at Minot. Friday, we'll be back on the air with a basketball doubleheader from Hausler Gymnasium at Legacy. You'll have the Mandan Braves and the Sabres from Legacy tangling in a girls and boys doubleheader. Scott Woodmansey, Chuck Clairmont will have the call there. We've also got Minot High and Bismarck High basketball on Friday night. Saturday, you got a hockey contest, hockey doubleheader, I beg your pardon, as girls hockey. The Spruans from Fargo will be in Mesa to take on the Minot girls, and the Minot boys will tangle with Fargo Davies, and you'll have girls basketball. Should be a good one as the Demons from Bismarck High are in Minot to take on the Majettes. There's your upcoming PSP schedule. All right, last thing for us to do is to bring you our Sport Clips MVP of the game. Sport Clips keep you looking your best. Check in online with a hairstylist today at sportclips.com. And tonight's Sport Clips game MVP is...
Wow, we talked to him, Carson Jablonski. Hudson Sheldon was solid, right? 16 points for the sophomore. Thought he played a tremendous game, but Jablonski, not only the 14 points, Todd, and 2 big threes, including the game winner, but Morgan Nygaard, that senior leader for Minot, was held to 1 point, and that was a point that, in a way, he didn't even earn because it was Eric Wincheski's and one. So that's equally as impressive, and he had Morgan Nygaard for a lot of the basketball game. So for the offense and the defensive effort of Carson Jablonski, he is our Sport Clips MVP of the game.
I predicted that Carson was going to have a good game with his grandmother Joanne in attendance tonight. So congratulations, Carson Jablonski, the senior for Mandan, with 14 points, including the game winner at the buzzer to win this one for Mandan High. Sport Clips, the home of the MVP haircut experience, and they bring you tonight's game MVP, who is Carson Jablonski from Mandan. All right, fans, that'll put a wrap on our broadcast tonight. Big thanks to all of our in-game sponsors, including BNC National Bank, for bringing you our scoreboard. Pre-game sponsor is Shields. Our timeout sponsor is Hub International Insurance. Free throws brought to you by Serve Pro. Halftime report brought to you by Premier Chiropractic. Our post-game, as always, brought to you by Planning Team Financial Advisors and Shots Crossroads. Player of the game sponsored by Sport Clips. And last but not least, our move of the game brought to you by Jobbers Moving and Storage. Great job by our cameraman tonight. Trevor Haas did a fantastic job. Our producer tonight was Brandon Beater. For my partner, Chuck Clairmont, Todd Domres, repeating your final scores tonight. The Mandan girls win, check that, the Minot girls win 80-70 over the Mandan Braves. And in our nightcap, Mandan wins on a buzzer beater to win 60-57 on your BNC Bank scoreboard. Thanks for joining us, fans, and until next time, so long from Mandan High School.
Whether you're looking for a full-service financial plan or planning for farm or business succession, Planning Team Financial Advisors is here to help you work toward achieving your financial goals. With locations in Bismarck, Garrison, and Center, our full-service team of professionals are dedicated to helping you work towards achieving your financial goals. Visit us online, planningteam.com.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member of FINRA and SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors, LLC, a registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors, LLC, and Planning Team Financial Advisors are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Our stylists are trained to understand the nuances of cutting men's hair. Less pomp, more adore, huh, Brittany?
Square face, wavy hair.
Mid-fade with a textured top. Finish it off with a hard part and taper that neckline, coach.
Cowlick, what's the move? It's not just all about hard work here.
Hit all. 7. Pressure. Point. Yeah.
It takes expertise to be a Sport Clip stylist.
Here.
That's the spot. Right there, huh?
Sport Clips, the pros in men's hair.
Are you moving your business or your home across the town or across the country? We know it can be stressful. To ensure your possessions arrive on time, intact, and on budget, make your move with Jobbers Moving and Storage. Jobbers can help you with every aspect of your move. With our efficient step-by-step approach to move management, we can tailor a plan to suit your needs and schedule. With locations in Bismarck, Fargo, Minot, and Aberdeen, Jobbers Moving and Storage is your choice. Visit jobberswarehouse.com. It's Jobbers Moving and Storage.
Oh, easy, easy. I think I'm good. You got my good side, right? Not too many lights. I don't want to get fried before my time. Oh, it's egg-tastic. You never know what dish you're going to end up in. My dream dish is a 99. It's so popular. Me and a fellow egg tag teaming with some crispy golden hash browns. Have you seen those hash browns? Those guys are shredded. Throw in some diced ham, onions, and melted cheese. Oh, it's a party for your taste buds. Oh, here comes Chevy. Hold on, Chevy. Did you guys get everything that you needed? 99. Here I come. Shots Crossroads. It's an excellent place to eat.